Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of the Manchester United Career Mode. This is Season 1, Episode 9. Just bear with me while I get everything plugged in and set, and then I will do a little rundown and we'll get into some more gameplay. We've got a big episode today, to be fair, actually. Bear with me. I'm just going to get everything sorted. Hopefully it's working. It seems like it is. The headset's going good so far. Hopefully that will remain. But we'll see as we continue. So, we're coming off the back of a very interesting episode. I guess the best description would be, because we've accidentally made a new star, and it wasn't intentional. But as you can see on the news here, we'll just go into that first and foremost, address it out the gate. We've made a new star here, and I don't think I can go back on this because he was actually good. But if you didn't see the last episode, I strongly advise you go back and watch it. What a fucking story! I mean, the first two games are a bit, and we'll get into that in a minute. But new boy Jabu Shabalala scores. So basically, the plan was with this guy was to send him out on loan, see what he could do at a different club for the rest of the season, and that's probably still the case. But I accidentally forgot to check his shirt number. He now has the number 7. And if you're a Manchester United fan, you know the number 7 is a bit of a historic one. I mean, whether it's historically good or historically bad, it is just the legendary shirt number at Manchester United. And yes, this man now has number 7. Whether it was accidental or whether it was intentional, I think we've got to stick with it, don't we? We can't just have him 7 for one game and take it off him. So I don't really know where to go from here. But to be fair, he showed a bit of quality, so it could be a good thing. It's a very special moment for any player, especially one like Jabu Shabalala, who's come up through the ranks. Only recently promoted from the youth team, the homegrown boy was today's hero. An excellent all-round performance was capped off with a stunning first senior goal for the club. I hope this is just a start for me. I'm buzzing, said a happy Jabu Shabalala after the game. Now, again, loan will probably occur. I feel like a loan needs to occur because he's only 49 rated. But, I mean, if you want to start your career off in a massive way, you score. I mean, obviously, we'll get to that in a second. We'll go look through the news, and then we'll go and look at the calendar and see what we've got to do for this episode. It could be a little long one here because we've got the games, and then we've also got deadline day that's going to occur as well. But before we do that, we'll read this here. Manchester United's Antony to go for big fee. Antony's excellent form this season hasn't gone unnoticed, as Milan are reportedly interested in signing the 22-year-old wide man. Antony, who currently leads the league with 9 assists, has been one of the stars of the campaign so far. It's no surprise, as several top clubs are competing for his services. We know that we may have to pay more than we would like if we want to sign him, but it is understandable that Manchester United are not going to let him go cheaply, particularly given the form he's been in, admitted the Milan manager earlier today. The thing is, they're right, we won't let him go cheaply because we're not letting him go at all. McTominay once again loving his football. I think I've read that last episode. And then, of course, we brought in a new man last episode as well. Creature Kvaratskhelia, and he will be making his debut in the first game of today. This is how he's looking. He's looking fantastic. And he's a man I kind of want to use this year because he's kind of come to the forefront in terms of form. He looks like a magician. And with Sancho underperforming a little bit, I would say, it's a good depth option. Even if I want to use Sancho, we still have him, Kvaratskhelia, available on the off chance, which I think is a good signing for us. It did cost quite a bit, but I reckon it'll be worth every penny of that. Take a look at the team of the year. We already looked at it last episode, but just to refresh your mind, it is Courtois of Real Madrid, Cancelo of Manchester City, Diaz of Manchester City, Rudiger of Real Madrid, and Walker of, well, now Juventus, probably would have been Manchester City at the start of the save. De Bruyne of Manchester City, Rodri of Manchester City, Kroos of Real Madrid, and Mane of Bayern Munich. And then the strikers, Haaland of Manchester City and Mbappe of PSG. So a lot of Manchester City in there, always seems to be. But anyway, we'll get into what we've got for today. Well, actually, first of all, we'll get to what we did last episode. So if you didn't see the last episode, we had a bit of trouble in the league, as per usual. A 3-2 loss to Tottenham Hotspur did not help proceedings. It was a bit of a ugly way how we lost the match, but we did lose the match, and that's all that matters, really, ultimately. The final scoreline, a 3-2 loss. We then took on Aston Villa. 3-1 loss. It's even worse, but they just. I mean, I don't really know what happened in that one. They kind of just outplayed us on the day. De Gea is starting to be a bit inconsistent, or he was in that game anyway. He kind of switches between being the best goalkeeper in the league and being an absolute idiot. On that day, he was an absolute idiot, and Villa got the dub over us. And I mean, they're the better team. Don't get me wrong, but they did get the win ultimately. But then we bounced back. We said, all right, 2023 is our year. We somehow, and I don't know how we've done this, managed to sign Tammy Abraham, get him from Roma to Manchester United, and get him in the matchday squad on the same day. And he made his debut against Newcastle. The problem is, along with the game, along with everyone else, because of Shabalala, everyone forgot what Abraham actually did on his debut. It was a hat-trick for our new number 9, as we went on to win 4-0 against Newcastle. I can't remember who the other goal was from. I want to say Anthony, but I can't be 100% on that fact. And then we went into the... I guess the breakout game for Jabu Shabalala, because we took on Wimbledon 4-1 in the FA Cup. We were going to rotate a little bit, and we did rotate a little bit. The plan was to start Ericsson and have Shabalala come off the bench as a bit of a sub, just to get some minutes, just to see what he's like. But then one of my viewers had the incredible idea to try him off the start, and it worked wonders. It absolutely worked wonders, and we've now got someone who, at 49 rated, maybe not yet, or definitely not yet, will be getting involved too much. But eventually, if he grows well, I hope he's going to be a long-term player, but we shall see, definitely. If you can get a loan out for him, I don't see why he can't grow to be an absolute madman. So today, after the exhilarating episode of Sunday, if you want to go back and watch that, obviously that's on the channel. It's on the Twitch VODs as well for the next few days. Today we've got Bournemouth, who we got a little bit of revenge to try and get against them, because we drew 3-3 against them earlier in the season at Old Trafford. So we're going to Vitality and hopefully taking all 3 points. We will then take on Brentford at Old Trafford in our only home game of today's stream. Following that will be the 4th round FA Cup tie against Everton, and then we'll end today, hopefully, with some revenge on our minds and revenge exacted against Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So a lot of shit to come. And I don't know if we do get past Everton. I don't know when that will fall. I'm really hoping it'll fall in February. But there's a slight chance it could fall on deadline day. Now, if we do get past Everton and the match falls on deadline day, I guess deadline day will have to be next episode. But hopefully it falls on the... I'm hoping it falls around here, kind of thing. Or maybe even here on the 8th or something. Because I do want to get deadline day done today. So it will... I guess it'll all matter on what replays we get. Because replays will still have to be played, and then they'll have to reschedule it. So I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, we're going to get into this game against Bournemouth. Just as a little update on where we are in the league. We're slightly struggling. Goals have been a premium, and conceding goals, we've not been too bad, I guess. Only 31 conceded, but we've only scored 38. Only a 7-goal difference, which ain't great. If you compare real life to this, real life prevails right now, even though we're 6 games behind what we are in real life. It is going to be a bit of a building season. I think we're just going to have to go for top 4 out the gate. At one point I thought, we're going to get the title, but then reality hit. And we are now going to just have to try and climb a bit to top 4. We're 6 points off 4th place Chelsea. By no means is it over, because we've still got 17 league games to go, but we do need to pick it up. So what we're going to do today, of course, well, to start, is we're going to face Bournemouth. Now, taking a look at this squad, it's a bit more deep in terms of options. Now, I think I'm going to send Garnacho out alone as well. Maybe. Actually, do we? I think we do, because we've got Sancho and Kvaratskhelia on the left, and we've got Anthony and Anthony Langa on the right. I think a move for Mr. Alejandro Garnacho might be the one. So thinking, we've got Bournemouth. We do have Brentford midweek as well. So what I'm considering is maybe a little bit of rotation in this lineup. We're going to have Varane and Lindelof be the starters for this one. Martinez on the bench in case it all goes to pot, of course. I would love Van de Beek back this episode, and I think we do get him back this episode, but Fred will stay on the bench for now. Centre mids we'll address at the end of the season. I think we're probably, with this squad, maybe another backup option at striker. We're probably set because I don't trust Rashford at striker. You could always translate him to a left winger as well, or a centre forward. Abraham will probably be the main striker, to be honest, and a backup for cup competitions, Europa, etc. Or just depth in general will be necessary. So we'll sign that after this game, I think. Kind of went on scout reports really, unless they've already come through and I've forgotten. But I think this is how we roll. De Gea, Malacia. Do I want to give Shaw a game? I think I do. I do trust Malacia a lot more than Shaw, but Shaw needs improving time, and I think today will be a good one for it. Casemiro, Ericsson, Fernandes, Kvaratskhelia, Anthony, Abraham. I think we're going to try Rashford off the rip. And if he doesn't obviously perform, we don't get the goals. We've got Tammy Abraham, hat-trick hero on the bench. But I think we need to ease him in a bit more than what we did against Newcastle, because his first day, he's like, oh shit, and he got a hat-trick. So, I mean, we'll just give him a chance to ease in a bit better. Shapalala, I'd love to involve, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to probably use him, a part of him anyway, as in I'll probably sub him on for the Everton game in the FA Cup. I don't really trust him on a Premier League level yet, and I think I'm right not to. Looking at the squad then, we've got De Gea in goal, Sean Dalot as the full-backs, Lindelof and Varane as the centre-backs, Casemiro at CDM, Fernandes captain and centre-mid alongside Christian Eriksen, who also plays in that centre-mid role. Off the left, we've got new signing, Kvaratskhelia. On the right, we've got Anthony, who's probably been our best performer so far this season overall. And then up front, we will give Marcus Rashford his chance. But don't be surprised if you see a lot more of Abraham rather than Rashford up front. And potentially another rotation striker. And we'll probably, if necessary, move Rashford off the wings occasionally too, just to see what he can do, really, and just see if it's any more effective than what he is at striker. But anyway, we're at the Vitality Stadium, first game of today. I'm going to stop talking. Well, I'm not going to stop talking, but we're going to start getting to gameplay. So we'll get into that, and hopefully get a bit of revenge. 3-3 draw was not the one, but we seem to really struggle against teams in the relegation area. So hopefully they're not still in the relegation area. I didn't check their position. Rookie mistake on my part. I checked my position, but I didn't check theirs. Okay, so let the game do its thing, loading up. Hopefully my nose doesn't start running because I've streamed, but it seems to be going on.
Good luck.
The headset's holding up for now. Whether it does for the episode doesn't matter. Has to be 3 points. I bloody hope so, man, because last time it was only 1. And 3, I think, is required. We'll have a bit of rotation, but not really too much. Probably could have rotated a bit more, to be honest, but we have a new boy debuting today, and we put Lindelof in the back because I do trust him at the moment as well. Just bear with me before we start. Alright, Neto's going to be a pain in the arse to try and beat, but that's the task ahead. Rashford's had the nod today, but believe me, if he doesn't work out, Abraham will be walking on that pitch and hopefully bagging for us. So we kick off at the Vitality. Manchester United get a ball rolling. Lindelof was for Shaw. First touch of Kavicha at the club. Not too bad. Get closed down. Can't make the run that he really wants to there. I didn't check his tactics, but he should be hopefully on a similar tactic. Planta Sancho. Luke Shaw spots Starboy Rashford, and it's a decent header. Fell over and slipped a bit, but got the header on target. I think Rashford might start to perform now he's got some competition, because respectfully, in terms of Martial, didn't do too much when he was playing, and now he's injured. That's a hell of a tackle from the Bournemouth man. So now we've got competition, especially a man like Tammy Abraham. I've absolutely shut the bed in this defence here. But brilliant save from De Gea. A man like Tammy Abraham will at least maybe provide some motivation and competition for Rashford. At least that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Love these United kits. They are fantastic, aren't they? The away ones are beautiful. I'm trying to show as much energy as I can, but realistically I woke up 15 minutes ago. Head away just about. Back in. Away again. Varane tried to just knock it away to anyone, but there's no one really to knock it away to is the problem. And the shot straight into the arms of De Gea. And we get away there a little bit. But Bournemouth are capable of causing problems. We know that. We're aware of that. There's a top four. We are 6 points off fourth place Chelsea, so a bit of work needed. But I think a little revamp in the positions we need to revamp may open up proceedings for other results. Kvaratskhelia now into Bruno. On to Casemiro on the edge of the box. And that is why he's a CDM. Potentially could have got it on one more to Rashford, but Casemiro saw his opening and took the shot on. And it is a unfortunate, I don't know why he's so far forward still. It is an unfortunate miss there from the Brazilian, who last episode a bit underwhelming. I'm hoping he can bring it back. Bruno to Casemiro. I know he can bring it back. He has the quality to bring it back tenfold. Bruno. Right. There's a bit of an issue here because I've received that of Bruno. Yes, it's an absolutely awful shot, but why doesn't it switch? I'm trying to sit there a second for it to switch onto his right foot, and it doesn't. And I don't know why it doesn't. I'm trying to finesse it with his right foot into the corner, which would work if it switched to his right foot, but it never wants to. It's annoying. But it's fine. Bruno wins it back, and now Kvaradona down the wing. Hopefully he'll be a little legend. Not put a foot wrong yet, but we are still early. Bruno into Kvicha, Kvaratskhelia off back to the edge of Bruno. Into Eriksson. There we go. There's the goal. The deadlock broken, and hopefully a path to 3 points created here. Christian Eriksen. A bit of an interesting one in this team because, I mean, he's not been bad, but he could be better, if that makes sense. But that is number 6 in all competitions for the Dane. So in terms of goals, he's up there, which is kind of embarrassing. But at the same time, it's a great little finish. Well, his second goal in the Premier League, 6 in all competitions. He's found his best form in Europa, but that's a big goal for him personally. And it's a big goal for us to take the lead against Bournemouth and try and claw some of that gap back on the top 4. Dalot has run in a position where I've not tried to take him there, but Varane does cover. I don't know why Dalot has run like that. I've run towards the man and he's kind of just drifted away. Dalot onto Anthony. Dalot continued to make the run. Into Rashford. It's intercepted by Duarte, I believe, or whoever number 5 is. I don't think it is Duarte. Either way, it's been intercepted and we can't get the move going. But Dalot, good bit of running there, good bit of energy shown. So to see. Can I switch to Varane maybe this time after I switch about 3 times? No? Okay, cool. Good save. More or less at him, but still a good stop. Player switching, still a very interesting topic. try and do the right stick switching and it'll still go to the wrong player, so I don't really know. In terms of play switching, I just have to hope it's the right player. The Frutos, probably going to go short here. And we've got 2 men on that situation. Darlow try to get there. Bournemouth still try to build towards an equaliser. Good attempt. De Gea with a save. Bournemouth really pushing us back here. They are a decent team. In real life and in game, I wouldn't be surprised to see him avoid relegation, but they've got the talent, they just don't have the goals in them, which makes absolutely no sense because they've got players who can score. De Frutos. I'm trying to go Lindelof here. Can we get to Lindelof? No, we can't. You know, we'll just go Anthony then, I guess. That should be a save. Good catch. But, yeah, player switching is still a bit of an interesting one. I feel like they've been threatening more than us in the first half so far. They have been very attacking, but we have got our goal. I have to question what our defender's doing there, but that's okay. Shaw try to read where it's going. Good block by Varane. Varane's been a bit... Okay, right, Varane, lad. Just chill. Fernandez, good tackle. No, try and make a move. Out to Kvicha, who is fast. That's a great tackle by the Bournemouth fullback. You can't lie. Maybe committing a bit too much with the defence. My bad point, and it seems to be the case today so far. We're just trying to pressure him with Shaw, but I'm starting to have hold on to that, lad. I'm starting to have less faith with Shaw. Obviously, he's still got to the end of the season to prove himself, but the faith is fully with Tyrell Malacia at the moment. Rashford. Now, it's not where I've run, so we're not going to punish Rashford for too much of that. I wanted to go around him with a different direction planned, but it's okay. Bournemouth are a bit scary, I can't lie. But we're not... I mean, we're riding the wave. We're riding the momentum that Bournemouth have here. I reckon we still take 3 points here, whether by hook or by crook. Eriksen, Casemiro, Fernandez, Rashford. Gets a shot off, it's blocked well. Good read from the Bournemouth defence. The Bournemouth defence putting up a fight here. Great tackle by Shaw. Good cover. Lindelof got it played around them, but I think that's part of the Swedish players' bigger plan. Because Luke Shaw's on the back burner, and he got the tackle in. Shaw now into Rashford. I'd like to give Shaw a bit more game time if possible. I'm going to actually move Rashford to left wing, because I don't think he's suiting striker so far this season. I think it might be an eventual move. This season he's probably going to see out striker roles. They're flying in with tackles, mate, and they're doing fucking well. Some of these tackles for Bournemouth so far, they're showing more intent than we are to try and win this fucking game. We've won a lot, but I feel like they're putting more on the line. They're showing more heart, etc. And they've got the equaliser they deserve, quite frankly. I mean, it's that janky 45-minute injury time goal that is just going to happen because the game wants it to. But Bournemouth have been building to this, to be fair. Tried to bring Darlow across, didn't happen, and it's a good shot to the bottom right. It's a bit of a dagger to the heart, but at the same time, you can't really say they don't deserve it. Ultimately, like, they've been going for it more than we have, which is annoying. Emiliano Marcondes with the equaliser for Bournemouth right on half-time. You kind of just knew that the goal was going to come at some point, and of course it happens on the 45th minute where every single just goal happens. Couple of players I'd like to see a bit more of a performance from. Anthony is one of them. He's really not been involved, to be honest. I can't get it down that line. Kvaratskhelia getting involved a bit. I mean, it's his debut, but I still would like to see more. Rashford, I think... it's a difficult one. I don't really know what to do about Rashford. And Abraham will have to probably come on at some point, second half, to try and rescue us, I think. They have Prime Ramos and Prime Maguire in defence. What are these tackles? I mean, that's a comparison and a half. That's a partnership even and a half, Maguire and Ramos. But they're flying in like nobody's business, and their timing is perfection. It's mental. So 58 to 42 in terms of possession for ourselves, but they've had more shots, 9 shots to our 5, and 1.3 expected goals to our 1. We're not looking incredible, but I mean the game's still up for grabs, so we're going to go in with this team. But don't be surprised if there's quite a few changes to try and inspire us to a win. We're going to have to just push forward a bit more. We'll go attack him. And hopefully, I'm just going to check that it doesn't fuck up my players' positions. It hasn't. Good. Alright, good. Because it likes to sometimes put Anthony at striker for absolutely no reason. Luke Shaw has... is it a foul or an injury? It's a yellow card for Uriel Antuna, but I thought he got the ball, you know. Oh, he has followed through, to be fair. Yeah, yellow card. Probably the correct decision. I think Rashford eventually has to move back on the wing. For this season, yeah, for the remainder of the season, we'll keep him as it is because striker depth is a fucking nightmare. But I think eventually, for season 2, definitely, if he doesn't pick up his striker... But I can't believe the tackles these cunts are pulling out. If he doesn't pull out his striker performances soon, I think winger is probably the best bet. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I did block the ball. Yeah, you wouldn't know because the game's a joke. And Marcondes shoots it straight to De Gea. Some of the tackles they're flying in with, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, I mean, like, yeah, the tackles are good, but what are these touches? Because another touch I'm doing. Why can't I control? Why couldn't... Please. I'm going to lose my mind. Why couldn't I control Luke Shaw there? I need an explanation. I need a valid explanation. Because I've pressed LB to get to the cunt, and the game's decided, oh, really? So now we conceded again because fucking player switching. There's nothing I could do about that. Maybe should have stuck to Lindelof, but he's not catching up to Solanke. Luke Shaw's in a better position. They say bloody Bournemouth. Of course he's in. They're good. I don't know what's going on with this career mode, man. I'm getting fired. The audio's bugged out as well. Everything's kicking off. I wish that we weren't shaped. Why, player? Don't you dare slide in, or I will actually cry. These guys have been. I mean, what is the fucking point in this team? I'm playing against fucking prime Barcelona. Every pass is going through, every tackle to perfection. Busquets in the midfield there, fucking clattering me each time he gets a chance. He bring his man into the play a bit more, I reckon. Rashford asking for it through, and the ball. Why is it going that side of Rashford? I just don't get it. I don't. Tackle. I bit of tackle. Don't get the ball. That's gonna be 3-1 probably. I mean, it's an awful shot, but what the fuck is happening? Oh, Anthony. Oh, Anthony, please. You're one of my shining lights. Don't fucking be shit, please. I mean, they're reading. I mean, it was quite obvious what to do there, but they're fucking reading everything. I don't understand. They've got Maldini in defence as well. It's a fucking joke, quite frankly, isn't it? I've got... Like, what? What do you want me to pass to? There's fucking nobody moving. I'm going to scream. I'm actually going to scream. Anthony's just standing there in no man's land with fucking 3 Bournemouth players around him. It feels like they've got more than what they've got on the pitch. Casemiro into Rashford. He can... I just don't know about Marcus Rashford. I think maybe we need to make that winger change sooner rather than later. But I don't... He's just so well in real life, and I enjoy using him at striker on most career modes. It's just this one seems to be a fucking nightmare. Bring on Malacia as well. We need a bit more pace on that fucking left-back side. If they're anything below mid-table, I'd lose my mind. They're playing a top 6 side. I don't understand. Bournemouth are fucking good on this game. For some reason. Marcondes making way now, the goal scorer, the first goal scorer. Ryan Christie coming on. Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford going to make way for Tyrone Malacia and Tammy Abraham. Of course, everyone's forgotten it, but a hat-trick on his debut against Newcastle. An immediate tackle. Imposing himself in the game already. Can we get the ball off the pit? Why is Abraham up here? I'm trying to go to... Yes. Okay, cool. Game's trying to just piss me off at this point. Mate, I should have put Jabu Shabalala on the bench. I think that's what we're missing. We're missing our big number 7. 49 rated. Full of fucking potential. It seems. Kvaratskhelia in to Tammy Abraham. We need one more to really pass it on to. The one more isn't coming forward. I thought it'd be Bruno, to be honest. Kvaratskhelia gets a loose pass there. Casemiro. Wait, Anthony, I've got to ask, mate, is your GPS switched off? Because where the fuck are you going? Player switch is just a fucking different animal altogether. It's an argument for another day. I don't really have it in me. I can't believe this. Brilliant. Brilliant by Varane. Good. I mean, it's a good bit of defending to make up for the fucking mistake he did. But why is Solanke getting that space in the first place, is my question. Abraham. Trying to get it to Anthony here. Nothing worse than drawing to Bournemouth if we lose to them. Thankfully, Bruno has found us an equaliser. The top goal scorer of the season. Bruno's trying to put this team on his bloody back, man. Funny thing is, Bruno's only got 1 assist all season, but he's been scoring more than anyone else. Suggested bringing off Kvaratskhelia for Sancho. I think Kvaratskhelia gets the full 90 here, and we'll try Sancho out for the Brentford game. We've got an equaliser, but my fucking god, what is this Brentford side or Bournemouth side? Brentford's the next game. Fucking Christ almighty on a bike. I don't understand. Player switching hasn't been my friend this game either. I feel like I'm trying to switch and it switches about 2 seconds later. Or switches to someone else in the meantime because of I've done a simple pass with Varane there and the game's just decided to nearly let Solanke through. I fucking don't understand. Anthony, please. We need someone to inspire something for a winner here. Abraham could get played in. He will get played in. We need someone on the edge. Anthony is that man on the edge. It's a good save. Oh, man. Casemiro looks very average at the moment. He's really disappointed me since the new year. Fred's a bit of energy, I think. I think we need to. Eriksen's not been bad today. Eriksen's been one of the rare good spots. Got the goal to put us in the lead early on, and he's just been solid today for a change in the Premier League. We're going to try him in for Abraham. Whether it locks onto him is a different matter. It's locked onto Bruno, of course. Kvaratskhelia. Anthony. Oh, it's blocked. I mean, realistically, the way the game's been going, I would take a point against Brighton, but obviously, Bournemouth. But obviously, we need the win, don't we? Emotionally, or anything. Abraham, please. I just fucking don't understand. How does this end up happening? Abraham is cutting beautifully. He's got the shot ready. What is the prick? This, I don't know if it's going in. Probably not. It's probably going to be a save. It's just not necessary to be a fucking dick, Anthony, is it? Why? Oh, mate. I don't think it was going in anyway. It probably would have been a save. But still, the fucking point remains. Why is Anthony in the fucking way? Fred comes on and gets 3 points here. I bloody hope so, man. Honestly, I'd hate to say it, but I think Bournemouth are going to get the 3 points. Malassia's taken a... That's not the touch in the world that I've ever done. I mean, it's a fucking madness. I don't know how... We've got first touch error, but I don't know how to fucking control my first touches on this game, and it just seems to just fuck up everything. I don't know what I'm struggling. I mean, at this point, I don't know what I'm struggling with. Defense have been good usually. It's just stupid fucking goals. We shouldn't be conceding. Kvaratskhelia into Abraham. Come on, lads. We need somebody else. I need an option here. Do I need an option here, or can I just take it on? I mean, yeah, the answer was yes. I did need an option there in the end. Tried to steady myself for the shot, but didn't have time. It's a good bit of defending from Bournemouth, but poor from us. Kvaratskhelia. Just let me release the ball. I fucking... Bournemouth defended today have been mad. The fact that it's just not Bournemouth, is it? It's just not Bournemouth. We're not playing against Bournemouth. We're playing against Barcelona in Bournemouth kits. Good block, Lindelof. He's been quite quiet today. I'm not a fan of how he's been, but good block there. Could have changed the proceedings of this game. Anthony to Fernandez. Kvaratskhelia, who, I mean, I know it's his debut, but I've not seen as much as I wanted to see, really. Fred. Oh, it might have been a fairy tale. But it's a good save from fucking Neto. Right, corner. I'm going to call it short because we need to try and build this and make sure... We need to make sure Bournemouth don't counter off us as well. To be honest, it's kind of the main reason I'm playing it short. Into Kvaratskhelia. Blocked, and now Bournemouth can counter. Which is not what we wanted, that's what I just said, but... Most we can get is a point. That's fucking heartbreaking again. Malacia hasn't made the correct tackle. But the ref won't give Bournemouth enough time. It's just fucking stupid stuff that just... Oh, the second goal really is fucking grinding my gears, to be honest. Because I'm trying to change player to the correct player in the games. Like, we'll go for everyone else before we do. I tried to use the right stick as well. It's just... Oh, man, it's mind-boggling. I can't believe we've not got a win. But I think we're lucky to get a point, to be honest, of that performance. The performance didn't deserve a point, but realistically, we are Manchester United, they are Bournemouth. I don't know what fucking incarnation of Bournemouth I came up against there, but it's not the one that's in real life, is it? Fucking hell. Flying in with tackles like Prime Maldini. So stupid how relegation teams seem to just be the fucking ones that give you the most trouble. Oh, mate, take a look at the stats then. Bournemouth probably deserved it based on the play, but I don't really care because we've got a point out of it, and I really wish we got 3. It's 2 more points dropped in a race where we're already behind. 55 to 45 in terms of possession, 14 shots to 12, and 3.4 expected goals to 2.2. It's just I don't really know. It's like maybe one defensive mistake leads to Bournemouth becoming Barcelona and just getting the fucking goal that they need. Man of the match is Bruno. You can't really give it to anyone else. He's the only one to try and make things tick in that midfield. Goal and assist from our captain. And he's put on a captain's performance, really, but not much more he can do personally. And we should have... I'm not going to try and dwell on it too much, but we definitely needed more there from the team. De Gea probably could have done better, really. But 9 shots, 7 saves, 2 conceded. I mean, there's only so much he can do. Kvaratskhelia, 7.6. He didn't really impress me too much, but he didn't do too much wrong either. I mean, it's a mixed debut, but realistically, he was never going to score a hat-trick like Abraham did on his. Anthony with an assist and a 7.5. He gets double figures now, I believe, for assists, does the Brazilian. Christian Eriksen getting a goal as well, much needed for his confidence, and a 7.4. He was another one on that midfield that made things tick. Varane, I don't know if he was better than Lindelof. I suppose Lindelof didn't get involved much. Casemiro, 7.3, maybe a bit overrated at the moment. Tammy Abraham, brought him on late. He couldn't make an impact, but I mean, there's still definitely a lot of potential there. And Diogo Dalot, a rare stinker from our Portuguese fullback. Fred came on, tried to get the winner, couldn't find it, and Rashford with a 5.8 as well. Malacia with a 5.6. I mean, Malacia and Fred came on late. I don't know if Rashford's really got an excuse for dropping an absolute shiter there. Anthony just wants to play as a striker. I mean, I'd do it if he didn't take a whole year to transition there. Man of the match for them was Emiliano Marcondes, who always seems to give me problems despite being 70 rated. Maybe it's time we should use Shabalala. Goal and assist from Emiliano Marcondes and an 8.3. Dominic Solanke with an 8.2 and a goal. And Lewis Cook with an assist as well and a 7.5. Good ratings all around, to be fair, from Bournemouth. I think Neto maybe deserves a bit more, but we only had 5 on target. They had more on target than we did. I mean, I don't know how we had more expected goals, if that's the case. 5 shots in his goal, 3 saves, 2 conceded. Points dropped again. That's the big story here. Points dropped again. Not needed. Because Chelsea have probably won. Teams above us have probably escaped a little bit now, and we probably dropped down even further. It's difficult at the moment. They started Rashford is probably not the move there, obviously, but I want to see Rashford fucking do well. I really want to see Rashford do well, but he's really struggling. It's not his debut. He had his debut and he got 3 goals. I hate this game. Literally everyone's forgot about Tammy Abraham hat-trick on his debut. Watch him be like 17th in the Premier League. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the relegation zone. I mean, Kvaratskhelia wasn't bad. Obviously, there's more to come from him, but he wasn't absolutely awful. I mean, he was the 3rd best player on the team today. His passing was decent. Just couldn't get as much creation out of him as I wanted because Bournemouth were flying in with tackles. I mean, it was a game we should be winning. Straight up, I don't care if the morale goes down. The morale can go to the fucking toilet for all I care. It's a game we should be winning. Just straight up. If we want top four, which is looking less and less likely at the moment, we're going to have to figure it out. I mean, goals, of course, are a problem, but defensively, there's just little mistakes that are fucking us over. I think that's Donny van de Beek getting his return from injury there. Not fully fit yet. Probably won't play this episode just so he can relax his injury and get him back into full fitness. But it's just stupid shit. I want to see how long he's got left on his injury before I decide to rotate him in anyway. Donny, yeah, 9 days. I mean, it may have been the last game. So, up next it is Brentford. They are 17th. We are 9th. I'm going to actually put a paper bag over my head, just to avoid looking at this bloody table. We're Bournemouth 15th. I mean, they drew. They would have been 15th anyway because of the point. So, I mean, it's still very, very poor from us. But they seem to be taking points off everyone. 9 draws from the bloody... I forgot the nickname. But 9 draws from Bournemouth. 5 wins for them anyway. Relegation zone looks like this. Forest, Palace, Southampton, Brentford hanging about there. Of course, Brentford are in the relegation zone area, which means they'll probably get 3 points against us. I don't remember the last result against Brentford, and I don't know if I want to look, because we probably drew. Take a look at the news then. Neto heroics deny Man United win. Manchester United were so close to seeing the victory against Bournemouth, but Neto's effort and goal prevented Johnson's side from taking that point. It was that late Fred chance that would have made or broke it, but in the end it broke it. Chelsea lost as well, so that could have been ground made up there, but obviously it isn't. Team of the week. Somehow, I guess somehow we don't have a player in there, but it is Bruno, and rightfully so. Bruno, the only star on that pitch for us. I thought it might have shown Bruno there, but it's shown Harry Wilson. Leeds beat Brighton. I think Leeds have actually overtaken this in the table now, and then we've got Brentford next. So I see the difference now. I think it's still 6 points because Chelsea lost, but maybe someone else took 4th. Yeah, Newcastle took 4th. It's 7 points gap now. I just don't know what's going wrong in some areas. I feel like the defenders themselves, I feel like they're putting the work in. It's just one little bit of committal. Like if I commit someone by accident that position, it just falls apart. And when I'm trying to switch player, also just falls apart. They get run through because the player won't switch to the correct player, which then in turn leaves a space for them to just go through and bag. It's just little things that are fucking us over. I've got Nacho on the bench for a sub late in the game. I think we're going to do the same, but I'm going to start Sancho today as well. See if he can provide a little bit more. Kvaratskhelia is still tired. I'm only a few days later. What's his stamina? We might need to work on that. 71. I think after we get the development plan on the shirt in a bit, we'll go for some physical stats on Kvaratskhelia. I think I put him on a development plan, actually. I'm going to check myself now, because I might not have done. I think I did when I signed him, though, if I remember correctly. Development plan. He is a wide winger. We are working on stamina. Okay, that's fine then. I think I wanted to work on stamina as well, which is fine. So, right. I think it goes without saying, if we don't win this game, I think we'll cry, won't we, realistically? In all seriousness, we could fall into the bottom half of the table. It's been a difficult season to adjust, to be honest. But it's our first season in the job. Explain to me, oh, wait, no, it was Varane, never mind, don't explain to me, it was Varane we started. I'd say explain to me how Varane's tired when we started Martinez and Lindelof. It was actually Varane that started with Lindelof. We'll give Maguire a chance. Hopefully we don't live to regret that. Yeah, Sancho will start. We'll give Kvaratskhelia a rest and probably use him against Everton in the Cup. Sancho will be there. Garnacho will be on the bench. Call me crazy, but we are going to have big Jabu there as well. He might give something. I was going to save until the Everton game. I think we may need our big number 7 coming off the bench. And I think the rest of the team is as it is here. Swap Dallo for Wan-Bissaka, obviously, because despite Dallo doing quite well in terms of growth, very much upset me in that game. Only 6.6, I think he dropped. Just kinda was there. Didn't really stop anything. Glad you're also struggling with switching. It's actually pissing me off. I'll try to switch the defender closer to the attacker with the ball. It just won't, and I conceded. So bloody annoying. Yeah, it's genuinely ridiculous. Not to mention the fact that when you do try, you have to go through about 3 players. There's obviously the right stick switching, but that helps no end. That doesn't help at all. And it just fucking does my head in, to be honest, quite frankly. Completely forgot about Alanga. Yeah, he's here. I don't know if maybe a loan at some point, because Anthony is near irreplaceable, but I mean Alanga's there for the cup games and potentially some Europa games, so Alanga's getting his game time. It won't be today. I don't know who Healy is, but they sold Tony to Monaco, so we'd have to worry about him. The rest of the team is pretty much the same. We'll have to watch out for Wissa and Bournemouth. I think Malacia and Wan-Bissaka are the right choices, just purely in a pace battle against those two. So this is a team for today. De Gea in goal, Malacia and Wan-Bissaka as the fullbacks, Martinez and Maguire as the centre-backs, Casemiro, CDM. He's got to prove himself a little bit, I think, or McTominay will come in. I think McTominay will probably come in for the Everton game anyway. We'll do a little bit of rotation for that. But Casemiro, he's not been Casemiro lately, which is kind of concerning. Fernandes and Eriksen centre mid partnership with Fernandes captaining the side, Sancho left wing, Anthony right wing, and up front Tammy Abraham. We've gone quite strong today because we need the 3 points. Stinky Brentford side, that I can't lie, 3 points is a must. It has to be. I think it has to be. I mean, where we pick up 3 points, we need to. What I'm trying to say basically is we need to pick up 3 points against these lower teams, or we're going to be fucked, quite frankly. Is there any goal news I care about? I mean, the other one is Everton and Arsenal, so I'll put it on, but I don't really care too much. Old Trafford hosting this one. Anything less than a victory is an L, in my opinion. In terms of that bloody Bournemouth game, I understand that they pressed us more than we pressed them, and the draw's probably the right result, but 3 points was required there off. Well, before I played the game, I would have said 3 points was a must. In the end, it was just 1. De Silva absolutely runs the midfield every time I play him. He's a good little player on career mode, you know. If we were like a lower kind of side of the table, like a mid-table side or something that try to build, I probably would sign De Silva up, but for Manchester United, I don't know if he's the right kind of man. Excuse me for yawning. We've gone increasingly strong in this one. Our lineup, I think that's a must.
Good luck.
If I mute a mic, I'm just doing something quickly, or it's my nose. Could be either, really. I think what we need is a win. Just for confidence more than anything. Because we started off the year fantastically. 4-0 against Newcastle. That was mad. And then, of course, the win against Wimbledon in the FA Cup. And then we come back. I should have just kept recording. I shouldn't have taken the break in between. Should just be going for about 7 or 8 games and then we'll get a good run. In all seriousness, though. I'm a bit concerned that we're going to fall back into our old ways. But Abraham up top. I'm hoping at least a goal from him. Maybe multiple if we can get the ball up to him enough, giving us service. They did those kids wrong. They're a bunch of bobbleheads. I don't know why their heads are so big. It's hilarious. Oh, it's fucking funny. Right, this Healy Don we don't know anything about. He's probably going to be like 66 rated and the best. So just... I'll defend to the extent I can. I'll player switch, but whether the player switches to the right player is a different matter. Fucking hell, coming out of the gate strong, but Wan-Bissaka cut off from Johan Wissa. Didn't try to go for it, but so are we. I think that's our plan as well. Anthony's a bit far forward for my liking, but I should maybe play the ball earlier as well. Fernandes into Abraham. Anthony, I think he's onside. Why could we do this against fucking Bournemouth? Like, what am I missing here? It's brilliant play all the way around. Anthony gets himself back on side for the ball from Abraham, and it's a finish of extreme quality from our main man on the wing. So why couldn't that occur against Bournemouth exactly? I guess Brentford aren't flying into tackles yet. It's an early goal that was much required. Only 5th goal in the Premier League for Anthony. But that's not too bad to say. But he's had a lot of assists as well. Double figures for assists, so it adds up. Of course, he did a spin move to get the shit off my fidget spinner. Yeah. Spinning around as he does to give us the lead early here. Malacia and Wan-Bissaka. I know we're only 5 minutes in, but I think they're definitely the pair for today's game at least. Dalot probably wouldn't have managed as well. I mean, I know Dalot and Wan-Bissaka got similar pace, but Dalot with a stinky performance last game, I can't let that go unpunished. Bruno, Casemiro. I mean, Casemiro also had a stinky performance last game, but we're going to rotate McTominay for the Everton game, so that'll be his punishment. Especially he goes stinky today. They try to close everything down. Eriksen's poor touch has given Rico Henry a chance to intercept, and Maguire should win that. Does. Casemiro on to Tammy. Eriksen. Back inside, perhaps to Anthony. I don't know if he's on. One more to Tammy. Sancho. Oh, just go in the back of the net. It's a great block. Malacia physical in the tackle. Wan-Bissaka can't get there, and it leaves that side open now for Yohan Wissa to run at Harry Maguire. But as much as I would have betted against my centre-back in that position, he's done very well. He has run off the pitch. Oh no, that's Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka did run off the pitch there. Eriksen gets it through to Anthony. Try and get the ball in to big man in the middle. Abraham can't quit in the header. Second bite of the cherry. Straight to the arms of Strakosha. We do look a lot better. I don't know what's I do know what's changed. The striker's changed, but beyond that, I don't really know what's changed. Rashford's not bad. He just his creation is good. It's the finishing that's bad. Anthony couldn't be picked out there by Abraham. Intercepted by Casemiro, who has got proving ground to do today. He's done so well, or done well thus far. Eriksen, that was for Abraham. I'm not blaming that one on Eriksen. I know Anthony was making the move, but it was for Tammy Abraham in the middle. Now in Bournemouth for Brentford, they're just trying to find space here. Out to Aaron Hickey, who's good fullback on this game. Wan-Bissaka causing a bit of issues for De Gea. The plan was there for Wan-Bissaka just to touch it into De Gea's hands, but for whatever reason De Gea saved it. I mean, it dove. I don't know why. It's ended up in the corner to Brentford, which is better than what the alternative could have been. Realistically, why is De Gea dove for that? Just let Wan-Bissaka tap it into your arms and we can get going, but now a Brentford corner has come about. A couple of aerial threats they do have. We're going to try and make sure they don't get involved. It's away. Back out to the corner taker. Not really where I wanted to go, but what can you do? Eriksen, good block. And the counter now. Jadon Sancho. Got room to manoeuvre. Got plenty of room to manoeuvre. But he does need help. Abraham is on his way. And he's in there like swimwear. We get it on one more to Christian Eriksen. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Great counter-attack from Manchester United. Just unfortunate with the finish. Eriksen, I'm really wanting to like, and he's really coming back around a bit in my books. Wan-Bissaka, that was not for Anthony. The game has fucked Anthony over there, to be fair. Now Brentford could counter, which is a dangerous animal in itself. Wan-Bissaka will get there, though. Quite well. He's had a good game so far as Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I put the little mistake there down. That's a foul. Ref, can you explain where he's got the ball there? I'm glad we got the ball back, to be honest. Wan-Bissaka to Bruno. As I was saying, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's had a decent game so far. The one bit of uncertainty was kind of more on De Gea, I would say. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno into Abraham. Touch is heavy. I wanted to do the heavy touch, but I didn't want to do it in the direction of the defender. Casemiro wins that. He's having a good game as well. We just need to keep confident, I think. Anthony into Eriksen. Blocked into the hands. Oh, Strakosha, we do look stronger. Just need to not let ourselves down in defensive areas. Wissa stuck in Wan-Bissaka's pocket. 100%. Wan-Bissaka's been fantastic today. Maguire, I mean, it's a help from Ericsson there to get a foot in, but Maguire eventually gets the ball, and we're going to break now with Abraham. Anthony out on the right again. Rico Henry unable to deal with him yet. Anthony into Bruno, which is not where I expected the ball to go, to be honest, but it could have worked if I'd really realised. Wissa tried to make that run. Wan-Bissaka not allowing it. Oh, he's got past him, to be fair, for once. Harry Maguire tries to put the body in the way. Shot is poor and it's straight to the hands of De Gea. I mean, we've been a bit better in this one. It's still a 1-0. I'd rather second goal to see it off, but I'm not really as scared of Brentford as I was of Bournemouth. Does that make sense? I've overcommitted Martinez. That's the problem. That's an issue. Okay. I just tried to tackle. Good job, Maguire. Tried to tackle him last year and the game wouldn't allow it. He's just fucking shoved me off for no reason. I suppose I've been outstrengthed. It's not really been closed down. It's not, again, switched to the correct players I wanted to in that situation, but thankfully Brentford's shooting is poor on that occasion. I wanted to go Casemiro, try and cut the pass, but wouldn't let me. Goal kick anyway. I'm just hoofing this away. I don't trust this game. Hopefully Abraham can hold it up and play it off to someone. Does do that, exactly that. Fair play, big man. Ericsson. Abraham. Bruno asking for it through. He'll get it through. Can we find a finish? We're on number 8. No. A ball across to Abraham. That is fantastic. That is what we fucking need in this team. A goal scorer like that. Bruno, fantastic bit of running. That's all Abraham though. Winning the ball. Ericsson giving it back to him. Playing it to Bruno. Bruno holding it up fantastically. And now we've got a striker who can put the ball in the back of the net and it changes things. Abraham getting his 4th goal in just his 2nd Premier League start. This man is a machine. I'm hoping our scoring fortunes will turn around a bit. It's a fantastic little finish into the bottom left as well. Was a tap in. Yeah, right. Well, you know what? All right. It all came from Tammy. Okay, don't understate this goal at all. It all came from Tammy. Tammy was focal point. I don't really remember the word. It's either focal or vocal point in that goal, and it's led to 2-0. All right. This is where the Brentford goal comes because it's 45 minutes. I genuinely thought that stuck in. I was about to lose my mind. I was about to lose my shit if that had gone in. Because for a brief second, I thought it snuck in at De Gea's near post. I was about to slate the fuck out of the Spaniard. Good for Abraham to get a goal in his debut, though. Fuck off. That's not the meme. We're not doing that. I can't believe they just forgot about his hat-trick, though. They did say 3 goals in 3 games at the start, though, so I'm hoping they remembered something. But a good half, I would say. A bit inviting, again, with Brentford getting some chances. Maybe need to try and figure that out. But an early goal in the half from Anthony and a goal at the end of the half from Abraham gives us a 2-0 lead. And despite Abraham, the goal probably being a tap-in, yeah, it was all him. And I refused to climb down off my Abraham perch. He is clear of Rashford. Take a look at stats at, well, most of them are in 60 minutes, but some are at half-time. Manchester City leading Newcastle 2-0, Chelsea leading Wolves 2-1, Fulham drawing 0-0 with Bournemouth, Crystal Palace drawing 0-0 with West Ham, Leicester leading Southampton 1-0, and Everton drawing 0-0 with Arsenal at the break. We do need some of those teams to lose. Wolves, would love you to do a madness for me there, mate. Probably not, but good dream. Taking a look at stats at half-time, the better team by all means. 58-42 in terms of possession, 7 shots to 5, 3.4 expected goals to 0.3, however. And we are in the lead 2-0, so fantastic little first half there. We need to try and keep this pressure going. Do we go for more goals, or do we sit back a bit? I think we sit back a bit. Maybe not immediately, but going further into the half. So we kick off the second half here at Old Trafford. Anthony and Abraham, all the A's getting goals. We're going to have to bring on Alejandro Garnacho because that technically counts today, and he'll get a goal as well. Sancho leaves him for dust. Spots Abraham. We could go 3-0 up. We can't go 3-0 up. Ball doesn't quite make it through to Christian Eriksen on that occasion. Casemiro keeps it in. He's fucking been brilliant today. Abraham doesn't get it from Anthony. Not enough on the pass, really, to be honest. Martinez is up quite a bit, more than I would like. Maguire. Wan-Bissaka did put the passer off there, but Maguire does get the credit for defending it. Ericsson. Abraham. Bruno. Do not run. Like, I don't understand, because there's acres of space on the left, and he's run with the man on the right. Malacia does get the interception in. Oh, it's a bit of a struggle one there. He struggled a little bit, can't lie. Bournemouth is a fucking talent, by the way. Good block again by Malacia, though, to atone for his error, I guess, technically. Lindelof, or not Lindelof, Martinez. Try to get to Malacia, but it's really difficult to try and find that bit of space to get it clear. I should have just launched it, to be honest. Reece Healy, I thought he was going to be decent. He's decided to, or the manager decided to bring him off. Mikael Damsgaard coming on. He is decent. I know that for a fact. I think it's time for our number 7 and Garnacho to come on. Very, very soon we'll be making those changes. Garnacho will probably be the first. I was going to save Shabalala for Everton, but we're 2-0 up and we're... I mean, that ball just has to go through to Ericsson. I don't know why it's gone there. We are coasting a little bit, but I don't want to get too confident in case they do score here. But the shot attempts they've had have been lackluster at best. So I think maybe we can afford to give our number 7 his first Premier League minutes. I need an explanation as to how it's not gone to Ericsson, to be honest. I'm going to need a fucking 5-word, like a 5-page essay. 5-word essay would be much, would it? Point is, he should have gone to Ericsson. Brilliant by Maguire. Anthony to Abraham. We may need some assistance. We will need some assistance. And this assistance is coming in the form of our number 21. It's a good save, Strakosha. Frank Onyeka going to make way for Daniel Munoz. We're actually going to make one change at the moment. And that will be Shabalala. I was going to say Garnacho will come up first, but Sancho I've actually been quite impressed with. And we're going to sort these around just to accommodate Shabalala. I prefer him on that side. Can't believe I'm accommodating a 49 over an 86. Maguire's done well today. He's been fantastic. Cracking little player. But I don't see him staying longer than maybe a season or two, unfortunately, because he won't grow in rating. But Maguire's been nice today. And maybe a goal here for Harry Maguire. Bruno, it's actually locked onto probably one of the smallest players on the pitch, which is useful. Sancho to Malacia. Casemiro. It's forward to Abraham. Good blocking again from Brentford. Why? Let me control Sancho! It's thrown to us anyway. Sancho's right there underneath the ball. The game's like, oh. No, you're not controlling him, mate. Malacia's done well there. Onto that. Into Abraham. He's an actual machine. He's an actual machine. Tammy Abraham makes it 3. That's no tap in. And I think we've got a goal machine. I was going to sign a new player after the Bournemouth game. I completely forgot. So we are going to do it after this game instead. Pinnock, you could argue, should be getting his body in the way of that, but that's got such good finesse on it that there's no chance for Strakosha. And it's a 3-0 lead now for Manchester United. The Jabu effect didn't even get involved, but he just makes his team better by being here at number 7. 5 goals in 3 matches. He's a bit of a weapon, is Tammy Abraham. It's an attempt and a save again. I think Starboy can come on now. We're probably home and dry with this result. And we'll... Don't want Abraham to be exhausted. We'll give Rashford some minutes to brace in his debut. Fuck off. Tammy Abraham making way. I don't want to exhaust the man. I would have liked to see him get another hat-trick, or a hat-trick, because apparently the first one's been forgotten. But we're not going to over-exert him. Garnacho. I thought Garnacho hit. What happened with Garnacho then? Because I thought he headed that. I was certain he headed that. He did hit. Hold on a minute. Okay, cool. You know what? You're fine. Fine, FIFA. Have it your way. Bruno's been fantastic today, as per usual. I mean, there's occasions this season where Bruno's been below par, but today, or in this episode so far, has not been one of them. Bruno hasn't put a foot wrong. I'd love to see it from him. Captain's performance. Martinez spots Malacia. I did see that Wan-Bissaka is tired as well, but he's going to get the full 90 and we'll give Dalot a run out in the FA Cup because, honestly, Wan-Bissaka's been great today. Garnacho. Into Rashford. Why can't you do what Abraham does? There's a reason we bring you on at 3-0 now and say you've been our starting striker. That's poor from Johan Wissa, and De Gea can just collect. I think at some point to bring on McTominay as well to freshen up the midfield a little bit. I think it's not in the game in a while. He'll probably get the game against Everton as well, so a bit of game time for our resident Scot. Shabalala tried to take a shot on Rashford. Good idea, play it off, but obviously not going to happen on that occasion. Ball in, won by Maguire, I think it was. Shabalala playing for Rashford. Back inside to number 7. Oh, it's closed down by Pinnock. I mean, there's definitely a player there. Definitely a fucking cracking player there with Shabalala. We've accidentally stumbled upon a fucking fantastic player. I wonder if we start Van de Beek. I know he's probably still going to have a knock. I wonder if we start Van de Beek against Everton just because it's his former club kind of thing. That's a great save again from De Gea. Can we just clear it Malacia? No, because it's offside. Alright, we'll make a change. Fuck off Pinnock, you wanker little lad. Score. Exactly. Give Shabalala his first Premier League goal. Casemiro's put in the work today, but he is tired, so McTominay will see out these last 10 minutes. Casemiro's reaffirmed some faith in him with that performance today. Bruno on to Anthony. Rashford has the space. Does he have to finish? No, it's good defending again. Rashford seems to be struggling. Get some of the defences in the league. He's not had a bad few minutes, but still haven't found a goal yet from him. Anthony. Bruno. Shabalala. Oh, it's a poor pass. I mean, he's 49 rated. I don't know what you expected. But we're not expecting fucking prime Bruno. I mean, whoever he is playing with Bruno in the midfield, so we could expect prime Bruno. From Bruno himself, really. Ball in, another good save from De Gea. We're not closing down some of these options enough, but I'm not too concerned. I'd like to keep the clean sheet, but if we don't, it ain't the end of the world, to be honest. Josh De Silva runs the midfield in Jordan's career mode, but has barely done anything for Brentford today. Sergio Canos coming on for the remainder of the minutes. Header away, only as far as Garnacho, who gets a bit lucky there, honestly, if we're being real here. Getting pressed, needs to try and find a ball out here. Malacia's making that run. I'm going to try and get it to him. Jabu Shabalala gets shrugged off, but Marcus Rashford has got a bit of space to work here. I do need another option, though. I can't just go with Marcus Rashford. Or can I? It's just... I'm not even doing this. You probably think I'm doing this on purpose at this rate. But that really should be going in, shouldn't it? If only the other striker that's fantastic at scoring goals, he's bugger off to Monaco. Ironically. Maguire. No shot at Tony's gone to the betting capital of the world. Garnacho. I did steal that joke, I'm not going to lie, but I will... it's funny. For a second, I thought they were going to get one back. Maguire. Didn't want to really do that with him, but... yeah, Rashi's... I'll probably switch him between striker and left wing. He's still going to officially be under the striker position, but I will give him some runouts at left wing once we get this extra striker in that I'm about to sign after this game. Rashford will switch between, because Abraham obviously is a goal machine. 5 goals in his first 3 doesn't say anything too bad about a player. And obviously, oh, Starboy. if it's going to matter. Will we get a chance? I mean, we're going to get a chance, but it's a good tackle instead. It's a big 3 points. But as I was saying about striker, Abraham's probably the goal machine. Rashford, I would like to keep him at striker, but if he's not performing there, when you try to find him somewhere where he is, wing maybe for him again. And then we're going to sign a new striker. I think we know who we're going for. Just as a rotation till summer, and then we've obviously got a big summer signing, or at least a summer signing that I will be going for as well. But Anthony with an early goal to open up proceedings, and then Abraham once again scoring goals. A brace from him on what will probably be counted as his debut, despite the fact that it's his fucking third appearance in a Man United shirt. Take a look at the stats then. Brentford maybe arguably deserved a bit more out of that. Their shooting wasn't good, but when he was called upon, De Gea made the saves. 59 to 41 in terms of possession, 16 shots to 13, 5.2, expected goals to 1.8. We need to get better at closing down the attackers, but realistically, we've most of the time got a goalkeeper that is actually competent. So, fair play to him. Man of the match goes to Tyrell Malacia. Absolutely. What a fucking left back. 8.5 and an assist from the young Dutch fullback. I think he's Dutch. If I got it wrong, then I apologise. But 8.5 for him today and an assist. Fantastic display. Kept Mbeumo silent. There's a man that's missing here that definitely deserves a bit more credit. Aaron Wan-Bissaki's down on 7.6. How is Wan-Bissaka only on 7.6 then? We'll address that in a second. But Tammy Abraham, 2 goals and an assist. 8.3 for number 9. Anthony with a goal as well. And 8.2 for number 21. He was fantastic all day today. Abraham and Malacia as well. Brilliant performances. David De Gea, clean sheet as well for the Spaniard. That'll do wonders for his confidence. Bruno Fernandes with an assist as well and a 7.7. He was once again pulling the strings. Aaron Wan-Bissaka deserved it more. Maguire, I would argue, deserved it more. Definitely better than the centre-backs today. Maguire was the right choice to bring in. No real bad performances. The players that came on late didn't really need to do anything. Shabalala 5.6, but that's fine because, again, he came on late and he is 49 rated. Man of the match for Brentford, if you could pick one, was Aaron Hickey. He is a good little talent, to be honest. Maybe one down the line we have a little scan at if we need another fullback at some point. They decided to go 4-2-2 towards the end. Didn't work out for them. And Burmo 7.8, he tried. We'll give him that, he tried, but Malacia was on different gravy today. Christopher Ayer, 7.5. Strakosha, despite letting in 3, got 7 rating. Did make 5 saves, but the 3 conceded, obviously, contributed to a loss. So a clean sheet and a 3-0 win. Confidence could be back in the United camp. Those are the results from around the ground. All teams above us that we didn't want to win have, in fact, won. But at least we've won 2, so, you know, hopefully a bit of a climb in the table might be on the cards. The headlines after today will be all about Abraham's performance, and he gets a brace on his debut. At least he's not saying, they've not mentioned his debut because obviously it isn't. Capped a good team display. Everyone deserves credit today. Abraham getting the goals, of course, but everyone deserves credit today. Twice you've beaten Brentford. Do you think you've proved you've got better players, or just that you've worked out a way to play against them now? I think it's probably a bit of both, mate, to be honest. We do have very good players, but we have to take pride in our work. I can't say our attacking play is always a threat, because sometimes it isn't. Might switch reference to Waterboy at this rate. Couldn't score if he's the only guy on the bloody pitch. Yeah, ball boy Rashford. Waterboy. Physio Rashford. Prime Physio Rashford. Fantastic win, of course. What can you take away from it? Concentration is so important. I mean, Brentford did come at us. De Gea very good in goal. Defence strong. Midfield pulling the strings as they should be. Bruno and Eriksen having a wonderful game today. Casemiro, didn't really mention him there, but he was a very good little midfielder there. Good performance from Casemiro that we like to see, and hopefully he comes back. Yeah, okay, mate. You know what? Let's just accept that. Fuck off. I mean, it's a good offer, but fuck off. Manchester City coming in for Lisandro Martinez. Taking the actual piss. 64.1 million. It's not a bad offer by any means. We'll check those position changes in a second. Boss, just want to thank you for giving me the chance to reach my potential. I just have a great feeling about the way things are going. I know you got potential, mate. Some good performances have had out of you. Surprisingly. I'm trying to get back to my inbox. I forgot how to do it. I didn't want to get out of my inbox, really, to be honest. Oh, it's the right stick now, isn't it? I keep pressing Y from last year. Hawkins, Freddie Hawkins is going to be as a right back. I think he's switching from a right wing back, so I don't expect much growth here. And we'll put a development plan on him. Obviously, the defensive work rates and the defensive stats need to go up, so defensive wide back is what we're going with. The physicals can go up as well. And then Jack Perry going from a cam, or a centre mid, I should say, to a cam. Shows more attacking stats, to be fair. Puts him up to a 60. The attacking work rate could go up here. I will put a bit of work in the shooting and the dribbling. Would this one actually work better? I think we'll go with that one for now. Oh, actually, hold on. What's the difference? It's not really much difference, is it? Passing would be better, and shooting would be better. I mean, realistically, he's not going to break into the team for a little bit. 31 shooting. Does he play in the wheelchair? Who? Who's got 31 shooting? Hawkins. To be fair, he's a right back. I mean, it's not great, but he is a right back, ultimately. 31 shooting is quite funny, though. Right, we move. Oh, shit, I didn't do the signing. We'll do the signing now anyway. Fuck it. America want us to manage him. Sorry, lads. I had you right, left the late in our day. But we'll make that move. I know it's not really realistic. We did the same thing with Abraham, so crap about it. It is going to be Benjamin Šeško, I think. Good little player. Going to be quite cheap. And 6'4" lends itself, to be honest, to be something quite good. We do obviously have Wout Weghorst. I know it's not even a real name. But he's out on loan, so we can't do anything with him. Jack Butland, can't loan him in. And I mean, he's on a pre-contract, but we don't really need him. We've got Dean Henderson. Dusan Vlahovic, probably out of the price range for now. Ivan Toney was an idea. João Felix was an idea as well. Vindal and Bello will leave on for now because Vindal probably will come into the club next year if Shaw doesn't pick it up. And then George Bello will be a long-term project as well, I think. He's definitely got an upside to him. Makoko and Šeško. Makoko will probably be summer. Šeško will be now. We're going to get the move going. Their asking price is around 11.4 million, but you might have a chance of this dealer off around 9.1. We'll go 9. We'll go. The market value is 8. We'll go 8 and we'll try and build up from there. Try and pull off a good deal here. We're not going to be pinching pennies because that's not the issue. We do have a lot of money. I would just like the A negotiations, really, to be honest. So we'll bring in Benjamin Šeško. He'll make his debut, of course, against Everton. We'll go straight up for his market value. 10,000 is not his market value, though. Go for an 8 milli offer. See if we can try and do something here. They were 11.4. They did say that. We'll go 9. 10.2. Now, I'll meet in the middle. Tension's getting quite high. Hopefully we can pull this off. 9.5. 9.5 is fine. That probably would be a B negotiation, but I'm not really caring. We've got our man. We've managed to get closer to our valuation, or the market valuation, than their valuation anyway. So, Benjamin Šeško, 9.5. I reckon that's a good deal, especially for the future as well. He's quite fast to say he's 6'4" as well. So, I mean, not too shabby. The trait, what's the trait? Flair. He's got the flair trait. It's a 6.4. The flair trait's an interesting one. We'll go in for a negotiation, though, on Benjamin Šeško. Good to see you both. Oh, we've been looking after you. We'll go in for it. So, he'll be okay with rotation, surely, because that's what he'll be. That's fine. 4-year length. Might as well go the full hog. Might as well. I don't know if we're going to do this career mode for 5 years. We might do down the line. We might. We'll go longer than 3 seasons, probably, depending on success rates. If we get Champions League earlier, we might change it around. Financial terms. Now, this is going to be a difficult one. We'll say 30, because he'll want a pay rise, but I don't know how much of a pay rise he'll want. 40. I'm glad they counted rather than just saying nah, fam. Because I didn't really know what to offer a guy on 13k. But 40.5 is not awful. We're always going to have to pay a bit more to bring him in on wages. Just didn't really know where to stand with that, to be honest. So Benjamin Šeško, Manchester United player. We'll have to think of a shirt number for him. I want to say 27. I think someone's got that. All I do know is we've got our rotation striker till the end of the season. Why is this cutscene so bloody loud? He wears 30 at like Salzburg. We'll just put him in 30 then. Right, Benjamin Sesko brought in 9.5 million and an A negotiation as well. His age is a beauty. Would love to sit down and negotiate a deal with her. Fuck's sake. Down bad. Best possible deal would have been 8.5, but I didn't want to overly do it in terms of tension. Not good enough. I know he's not good enough. That's why his rotation. It's like at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. We're not going to do that because I don't think we're going to sign anyone else. What we are going to do is we're going to check the objectives because I'm pretty sure one of them was sign young player. Where the fuck do you find the objectives nowadays? Where the fuck? Am I dumb? I mean, yeah, but where the hell are the objectives? Oh, they're on the main. Sign 2 young players. Chapter 2 complete. Okay, so that should be fine. Manager rating's looking excellent despite the fact that we're struggling. We've got the 25 games with a goal in them. The youth development, critical priority, we'll figure it out next season. But I guess it's just... we ignore that because it's very low priority. It's just, can we get the finishes we want in the competitions we're in? Looks like a number 99. He does a bit, doesn't he? I mean, 30 is his current number. So do I go 30 or do I go 99? If somebody's got 30, we may go 99. But otherwise, I think we'll go 30 for Benjamin Sesko. It is available. I think we'll go with that for now. Development plan. Pace is looking fantastic for a 6'4" talent. I think we have to work on the shooting, don't we, obviously? No offence, but it's because he's a striker. The attacking work rate can go up as well. It's a good poacher drill there for your boy Benjamin Sesko, who, despite not being full sharpness, will get the nod because I said so. And we are here against Everton. Before we do go in though, I'm just going to take a quick sneak at the league table because I'm kind of interested. And I'll remind you guys of the FA Cup ties as well. We're up to 8th. Only 5 points now off that top 4 place. Not doing... I mean, it's not bad, is it? It could be better, obviously. We've lost points where we shouldn't have sometimes, but... I mean, we are getting goals, which is what we need. To say we aren't scoring a lot of goals, 43 is not too bad. It's still 10 behind the top teams that are scoring goals. That are, of course, Manchester City and Liverpool, 53 apiece, 43 for us. 33 goals conceded. Ain't the best, but it ain't the worst because Brentford have conceded 46. So we're doing right as well in that aspect. 6'4" with that pace already. It's a terrifying player for the future. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he will be an absolute menace for the future. The problem is, in fact, there's no problem at all. I think the plan, long term, is Abraham striker, Šeško striker, we bring in Makoko, and then we have Rashford push out to the wing. But then we've got the winger problems as well, so I don't know. I mean, it'll be figured out in the summer. I think we've done all the business we're going to do for January. Got an inbox message, so someone's probably asking to play. Oh no, progress assessment. Youth development is not going to get done, mate. I'm going to be straight up with you. No signings till January. 99% of the team can't put the ball in the back end. I'll take that position, to be fair. Yeah, you know, it's not been too bad. We've had a great start to the new year, though, in terms of goals as well. I think we've scored 8 in 3 league games, so that's really boosted morale as well, with the new striker having a fucking great time. Abraham, next brace is Manchester United beat Brentford. Abraham was in superb form for Manchester United, scored twice and helping his side to a 3-0 win against Brentford. If I scroll down on that Lindelof headline and it says Varane or Martinez, I'm not going to be happy. A door open for Lindelof. Does that mean it's closed for Varane? With the changes that have taken place around Manchester United's team shape, Victor Lindelof has taken his chances in games and made a really good impression. He looks to be the future for the club. But what does that mean for Rafael Varane's career at Manchester United? Fit again after injury, he's hardly had a look in lately. It just shows that the game does not, like, pay attention to itself, does it? I wouldn't say... I'm fucking sick of this. I'm fucking sick of this as well. Whatever. Leverkusen also want Anthony. Not happening. Respectfully, he's not going anywhere ever. Abraham hoping to improve after a lacklustre debut. He scored 5 goals in 3 games, but they're focusing on the game he didn't score in. Lovely. That wasn't even his debut. Kvaratskhelia could have done a bit better, but we're going to get another chance to see him against Everton. And then, of course, the signing of big Benjamin Šeško, 9.5 million as a rotation player for at least, for now anyway. Down the line, he'll probably maybe end up being our starting striker. I don't know, 19 years of age. Lindelof, future of the team. I mean, he's been good. I wouldn't say he's going to replace Varane, though. In fact, you know what? Today, we're going to put them together, see who does better. This is the true test. I've put Shaw on Baxton. We're not doing real life here. We're not putting Shaw at centre-back. How old is Lindelof? 28, yeah. 29, 28. He's kind of going towards his 30s. Do I want Van der Beek on? Or do we go big number 7? I think 7's got to be involved somewhere, doesn't he? Right, let's figure this out. Rashford, probably in the reserves. Or actually, no, Rashford could be on the bench because Abraham's tired. Šeško, Kvaratskhelia, Alanga. Bruno will not start this one because he's fucking tired. Fred, Ericsson, McTominay. Or do we go Jabu? Anyway, I didn't see the Everton lineup. I probably should take a look at that before I made my decisions. Shaw, Lindelof, Varane, Dalot looks fine to me. And we're bringing Hendo for a game. He's not very happy. He needs one really. Sancho, bring on the bench. Actually, no, we don't. We're not bringing Sancho on the bench. Starboy can have a bench spot. Player number 7 over that Bruno lad, yeah. He's getting a... Fred's not going to be the captain, by the way. I just wanted to see what Everton are pulling out. They've got a bit rotational, so, I mean, so have we. Could be an interesting game. Absolutely no chances Fred having the armband. So take a look at the team then. Henderson in goal. Shaw and Dalot the fullbacks. Lindelof and Varane the centre-backs. It's still a very strong back 4. We ain't fucking around. McTominay, CDM and captain today. Fred and Jabu Shabalala will be our centre midfield options. Kvaratskhelia off the left, Alanga off the right. And new signing, number 30, Benjamin Šeško, will get a chance to show what he's capable of in the FA Cup. It is Manchester United versus Everton. I didn't take a look at the other matches, so we've got any goal news so you can see some of the other matches. Arsenal versus Spurs, I want that one on. It's the only one I really want. No, I don't really care about the others. I would love a Villa to beat City, but I doubt it. And the midfield of midfield 3 of Fred, Shabalala and McTominay. That's terrifying for a team. Everton are shaking, I can tell you right now. They're like, oh shit, we didn't plan for this. Goodison Park host this one. 4th round of the FA Cup. 3rd game of today's stream. I'm really hoping we don't... not really hoping we don't. What I'm trying to say is I really hope we don't have to play our 5th round if we do get through this before deadline day. Fourth round. Goodison Park hosting this one. One has got to wonder why Abraham isn't making his debut today. This is going to be a running joke for the whole series. I'm not going to be happy. Well, again, I was going to say we're hoping for 3 points, but this is the FA Cup, so 3 points don't matter. We're hoping for progression. The board are hoping for progression. The board are hoping for us to win the whole damn thing. So if we get knocked out here, that's an issue. They do... I mean, Everton's squad doesn't look that... I thought it was a rotation squad. They just don't look that good. I mean, some of it is rotation. We've got Lonergan in goal. Fucking, that could be a fun... little game there. James Garner, former Manchester United man, in the midfield. Hope he can succeed. On our side, obviously, slight rotation. The back 4 is as strong as ever because I don't trust anyone below 80 rated in centre-back areas. There are some decent players though. Gray is a fun player. he's a fucking... I can tell you he's a pain in the arse to go against, but hopefully he won't show that today. Hopefully we can contain him. That's the plan. That's the play. They do have some decent players. Obviously, Calvert-Lewin off the bench could be a saviour for him if we don't find the back of net. I'm just hoping this doesn't go to a replay. That's all I really want. Obviously, that's not all I really want. I'd rather go through. But if it goes to a replay, we won't get deadline day today. So hopefully we can avoid that. Dalot, instant. He's got a bit of proving to do. I know he's had one bad game, but one bad game could send you to the bottom in this career. Alanga to Šeško. He's getting his first touches. Shabalala. Well, doesn't know what's hit him. Kvaratskhelia to Luke Shaw. Back to Kvaratskhelia. Into Shabalala. Oh, it's a good save from Lonergan. It could have been Shabalala's first goal. Well, no, it's not his first goal, is it? He scored against Wimbledon. His second goal in the FA Cup. I apologise. Ironically, Fred probably is the best at corners. We'll try and whip one in. Towards Rafa Varane. It's a good save again from Lonergan, and our corner is going to come about. It wasn't a bad delivery from Fred. You got to give him credit. I'm trying to do my best with this new corner system, but I'm not very good at it. But we are getting there. Fred to deliver again, probably. I don't see why you wouldn't. Good little corner on last time. Towards Kvaratskhelia! Straight to the hands of Lonergan. He's getting some early work done today in the Everton net. Probably going to be a long day for him, to be honest. I want to switch to Fred. I'm not allowed, apparently. Okay, cool. Don't worry about him. Brown intercepts what was quite honestly a shit pass. Fred out to Alanga. Dalot is going to make the overlapping run eventually. Dalot into McTominay. Shabalala. A bit of space. Not really. Patterson closed him down. And that is the problem with having a 49 rated player. Still haven't received a loan offer from him yet, which is kind of concerning because I do want to go out on loan ultimately. McTominay a bit physical there, but it does do the trick. I thought it'd be a foul. Alanga. Shabalala. To McTominay. On to Rhythm. Rhythm! Oh, it's a great save again from Lonergan. Lonergan could be having a field day here. He might be taking the Pickford spot. I love my voice cracks. They come about too much. Lonergan could be going for Pickford's fucking spot here. Definitely. Ball in will be by Kvaratskhelia, except it won't. I'm going to give Fred the corner, I think. Actually, no, because better to have it swing out for a right foot player. Have we got any good right foot players? It's not called 6 foot man. Dalot? Oh, Dalot's quite tall. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for it with Kavicha. Alanga. Oh, it's nearly in. It's a lot closer than I thought it would be. What the fuck's a free kick for? Why is Saliba got Leverkusen? This is all going wrong. Saliba's got Leverkusen. Everton got a free kick for goodness knows what. I don't even know my name anymore. Oh, there's Alanga nearly put the ball in the back in net. I thought he had for a second there. Welch is going very close here, not giving Lonergan too much space to try and launch it to Maupay, which he does eventually. But it's poor from Maupay to header it all the way back. I mean, Everton are struggling in real life. I don't know what's going to happen with them in the game. Fred, oh, getting involved. Good interception by Shaw. It wasn't Fred, actually. It was Jabu. I saw the 7 and thought 17. I didn't think actual 7 because I keep forgetting we have a number 7 again. Shabalala. Out to Kvaratskhelia. In to Šeško. Try to shuffle his feet and get a chance off, but I thought if maybe a pass to McTominay would have been a better choice there. Dalot intercepts. Fred. Alanga. Šeško. To Shabalala. Saved by Lonergan. It's been all us, by the way. We've been all over them. Lonergan's been a fucking saint for them. We can't break through, and I hope that doesn't show for the rest of the game because they probably just go on and fucking counter-attack us with a goal at some point. And I want to know that we have something to rest on if that does happen. Fred. Towards Kvaratskhelia. Not quite going to make it to the Georgian. Shabalala to Fred. I mean, Kvaratskhelia could have taken that in his stride. That's fine, though. McTominay off the edge of the box. Another save. I'm going to... like, what the fuck? Just not have interest. What the fuck rating is this man? Because he's having a field day. 7.3 already. 61 rated. Yeah, of course he is. You know what? Fine. Fine, FIFA. Have your fucking fun. McTominay the latest to try a shot at Everton's goal. I mean, some of them are more or less going at him. But 61 rated should let something in by this point, really, shouldn't he? Fred. Heavy this time towards Lindelof. Probably should have been a knockdown rather than a shot there by the Swede. McTominay. Everton have had nothing this game. Shabalala into McTominay. Šeško. Wasn't meant for back for McTominay, but could still work. That was for Šeško though. Are we just going wrong past Olympics today? They've been fantastic. Just watch them score now though. Dallo closes down Gray. Not had Gray have anything yet. Dallo has been what I expect him to be. Elanga. Šeško. Fred on one more perhaps. To Elanga was probably the fucking play, but he's not done it. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing alright actually. In terms of football, FIFA, we're doing quite well. We're just trying to get some in here with some of the rotation players. But yeah, it's been going good. Going well. League could be a bit better, but that's a story for another day. We're figuring that out as we go. Yeah, this score I'm fucking vexed by the way. Good by Lindelof to mark that. Fred to Shabalala. Kvaratskhelia making that run down the left hand side. Šeško, we really need you to be there, lad. And he is. He is. He just needs to turn his man. There's multiple men though. It's a good cover by Everton, I can't lie. Yeah, just so you know, I've made the tackle with Lindelof. I don't know if the game has decided not to allow that. That's a foul from Shaw. But it was a bit of a necessary one, to be honest. You've missed Abraham's debut brace. Yeah, fuck off. It wasn't his debut brace. It was the third game. FIFA glitched out. He got a hat-trick on his debut. If you need a winger to replace Elanga, sign Chelsea winger Mudryk. He is so good and has brilliant growth. I'd maybe sign him down the line, but he has just gone... He's not... Well, he hasn't even got Chelsea in his career mode, to be honest. So maybe could do. But we do have Anthony. It's just Elanga is... I'm just rotating the side a bit because it's the FA Cup. We of course do have Anthony on that side. Wingers, I think we're set for. Maybe need a backup. Mudryk could be an option we go for eventually. But for now, I think we're okay. I don't think we're going to make any more signings till summer now. I think we're set. We've got enough cover in every position, enough depth. Fred is not lighting the world on fire in this game, which, I mean, it's Fred, so I don't know what you expected, really. Good save from Hendo. I really thought Everton were just going to go and score there after we've had all the chances and all the domination, but at least not yet. Varane closing it down. Oh, I can't lie. I'm starting to lose confidence in Varane. Just can never seem to get the ball out from under his feet to clear it, but I mean, the tackling's superb as usual, as you expect from Rafa Varane. It's just the ball playing is a bit interesting. Kvaratskhelia into Shabalala. Back to Kvaratskhelia. Why Šeško's gone out to the left wing rather than staying in the middle is an absolute mystery, but he has done that, so we can't play it into him. Dallo, good read. Šeško, can we get a goal before the break? Lord knows we deserve one. Kvaratskhelia. Shaw, that's not Shaw, but it was meant for Shaw. Shaw into Kvaratskhelia. Oh, try to get that ball through, man. Oh, we deserve to be leading. I'm kind of fucking pissed, to be honest. Lonergan, who's 61 rated, is having a field day. But fair play to him, I guess, at the same time. Okay. Kind of not the performance we like. The lads there, goal would have really helped, but we still got second half. Mudryk can play left wing, right wing, and set it forward. He is very good. He's very versatile as well. Maybe summer if we need if I'm not sold on Elanga, or if I'm not really sold on Garnacho, if we need a new backup, Mudryk is definitely one to look at. Watch you for a bit because it's cool. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you're enjoying it, then that's good. And if you're not enjoying it, then I apologise. But hopefully it's going well for everyone watching. Man City still drawing to Villa as well, so Manchester club's struggling at half-time. Ipswich leading Crystal Palace. Maybe a little cup upset on the cards there. Is there any more going on? Arsenal leading Spurs. That's not an upset though, because Spurs suck. Take a look at the halftime stats. I am vexed as to how we're not in the lead. 56 to 44 in terms of possession, 8 shots to 2, and 1.4 expected goals to 0.3. 100% shot accuracy. All 8 shots have been on target. It's just Lonergan's become the next coming of bloody, I don't know, Pickford, I guess. I think Lonergan's like 37 or something as well. He's not a young man. Diogo Dalot out to Olanga. We need to just go straight. I've got attacking straight out the gate. We need to just push for a goal now, because I'm not losing to Everton, respectfully. This Everton team as well. Dalot, McTominay, Shabalala. Oh, it's another save. Fuck sake. I'm going to do a career mode, even though I'm a Chelsea. Give me a team to do it on, please. It depends if you want to do like a long career mode or if you want to do like a Premier League career mode. Because I think a Premier League career mode that would be fun would be Brighton, to be honest. Could be a little interesting one. If you want to do a long-term one, a lower league team that could be fun could be Portsmouth, kind of thing. I don't know kind of which way you want to go with it. McTominay looks tired already. That's a problem. Fred, Tolanga. I don't know how McTominay could be tired. Last year, Stamina Scott. Oh, I'm going to be so pissed. Everton will bring on DCL and they'll just go and score. Dalot's tripping up Varane. I don't know who this Santos kid is. But Luke Shaw's get. Oh, do you know what? Honestly, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. My centre back is tripping up my right back. Yeah, it's a penalty, yeah, but that's not my issue. What the fuck is... No, what's this camera? I mean, this is the camera I want, but why is it... Okay, right, let's just watch back here. Santos has apparently decided to be the fastest man since fucking Kylian Mbappe. Varane I've committed stupidly, but Dalot's trying to trip the fucker up. Oh, and then Santos... Actually, it's a great run from Santos. Santos has done really well, and... Luke Shaw, what the fuck has it done to my formation? It's just randomly switching players around that I've not done. Fucking, I hate this game sometimes. It just likes to just piss me off, doesn't it? It's a penalty for Everton. After all the momentum we've had, it's a penalty for Everton. Seamus Coleman on for Price. I'm going to do a Bournemouth career mode. Bournemouth could be fun. Good little relegation scrap and then build on it. Be really cool. Oh, Maupai's taking it straight away. Oh, do you know what? That just sums this game up in a fucking nutshell, doesn't it? We dominated. We've deserved everything. They get a penalty and they go and score it. I'm going to throw a tantrum. It's a good penalty, don't get me wrong. But I'm so pissed off. They don't deserve it. Maupai getting the penalty. Make it 1-0 Everton at Goodison Park. If we get knocked out in the FA Cup, we could be sacked, honestly. Get knocked out this early. I want to avoid a replay so we can get through deadline day, but if it's a replay rather than losing, obviously we'll take the replay. But fucking hell, that's going to give Everton momentum as well and confidence. And that headline may not be wrong. Varane could be going for fucking Lindelof at the moment. Jesus Christ. Alanga, could you cut in 2 touches earlier, mate? Jeez, oh. Right, we're going to have to make some changes soon. We'll stick with it for now. Tarkovsky coming off for Gay. They've got to be sitting back a bit more now to Everton. Now they've got the lead. I'm so pissed off that they have the lead, but they do. Dalot, Fred. It feels like one of those days where we're not going to score. Their goalkeeper is 61 rated, just for remembrance. Alanga. Cutting it back to Shesko. Across. I don't know who's got a shot off, but it's a fucking save again. Can you move, man? It was Fred there to shoot that one, but Lonergan's been a fucking menace. 61 rated, by the way. Alanga, Sesko asking for it. It's going to go back post instead. First goal for Kvaradona. And an equaliser that, I mean, honestly, shouldn't have to be an equaliser. We absolutely deserved that. Kvaratskhelia with his first goal in the number 77 shirt of Manchester United. Fucking hell, it would have taken something special to beat Lonergan today. And in the end, we have finally beaten him. It's a great finish. Look at that. Ooh, quality on that. Sizzling with quality. Varane and Casemiro have been two of the best players in real life, and they've stunk up in his career mode so far. Varane, yeah. I'd argue Casemiro's just had a couple of bad games. But Varane has absolutely not been the one as much as I thought it would be. But I'll make a defence for Casemiro. He's only had a couple of bad games. He's not been stinky the whole time. Now, we got pushed for this win. I don't want to replay. We may have to bring on some changes very soon. Sesko asking for it, but he's got a man straight there. McTominay to Fred. And now Sesko's run offside. Oh, whatever. We're going to make the changes anyway. Better make them now than later. Sesko for Rashford. Eriksen for Shabalala. And Garnacho for Alanga? Question mark? We'll leave the winners for now, actually. I run Casemiro for McTominay. Fred will get the captain's armband for a little bit. Rashford at striker obviously is a risk. Sesko, a bit underwhelming, but then again, it is his debut. I don't know if the game will count as his debut, but we'll allow it for today. He will grow into a good striker eventually. We're throwing him straight in. It works for some players, like Tammy Abraham. It doesn't work sometimes for other players. Ball won by Casemiro. Fred. Now get it from Eriksen. Alanga. Into Fred. Eriksen making that move. It's a good move from Eriksen, but it was a good read from Everton's defence there, to be fair. Varane knocking it to Shaw. Probably should bring him off, but we don't have a left back on the bench. We've got Wan-Bissaka on there. Eriksen into Rashi. Can he turn his man? Nope. He's done the wrong skill move, and the touch was bad as well. So Casemiro closing down. Oh, yes! He's just not strong enough to handle Casemiro. No way, that's a foul, though. I thought, Everton will rotate, would be alright, but it's been a bit of a difficult one. Not because we've been bad, it's just because we can't finish. It's just the usual shit. We need Abraham on to get the goals, and he's not even in the matchday squad today. Give him a break. Lindelof, it should have been a simple pass to Kvaratskhelia, but we've made it difficult for no reason. Eriksen, Rashford, does have the pace, but we need him to have the finish. Or at least pass it to someone. Why has it gone out there? Why did it go out there? It's not where I've aimed at all. I'm going to be vexed if it's a replay. Varane, very well done there. Very well dealt with for a change. Fred, Eriksen, Rashford, please. Block. Can't do much about that. Kvaratskhelia into Eriksen again. Into Fred. Ref! Yes! Oh, Fred's getting a penalty! Because we know who wins it takes it. Will it be Fred to put us in the lead here? It's definitely a foul. Kicked Fred rather than the ball. We'll bring on Starboy for Alanga. Fred has got a penalty. The captain for the remainder of the game will step up off the spot. This is risky business. Kvaratskhelia like, I'm having it. Fred is, he's not been told the rule. Fred's going to go over and tell him the rule, says, sorry, mate. Also, respectfully, why would Kvaratskhelia have it anyway? We've got better penalty takers. But Fred, bottom right. This goalkeeper's on fucking steroids. It's a joke, man! He's 61 rated! Garnacho towards Casemiro with the throw. Rashford, please. Eriksen, thank you. Christian bloody Eriksen. Hopefully has the winner for us. I will not take any more Eriksen slander. Never. He's my man. I'm a little bit mad at the penalty, but I knew he was going to save it. We bring on Wan-Bissaka just for fitness reasons, just to see out these minutes. We do have another game to come in this episode as well. I can't remember who it's against. I want to say Spurs, but I do not remember. Christian Eriksen gives us a deserved lead. This Lonergan fella, if he wasn't 61 rated and probably retiring, he'd be coming in. Diogo Dalot going to make way. Fran Wan-Bissaka, 9 minutes left. He actually wish he could play like this bloke. I can't believe it. We just need to avoid an Everton equaliser. We'll sit back now. Defensive. We just need to avoid Luke Shaw getting sent off as well. Bit of a tackle there, but clean one. Hey. That's not where the ball went out, is it? You cheating bastards. And he's going to put it to fucking the guy all the way up here. I can't do anything about it either. Oh my jank. I thought that was a shot across. But here is the goal that put us in the lead. Rashford obviously was there as an option, but respectfully at the moment, we just took a shot on and put it in the back of the net. Tammy Abraham might have been needed today, but hopefully we can hold on without him. Casemiro. Wan-Bissaka now on the right. Garnacho, I'm not really sure what that touch is, because it's not the touch I want to do. But I guess what we do, I guess. Wan-Bissaka, this Santos kid has something, by the way. Whether he's a regen or what, but he's a fucking menace. Gay tries to stop Rashford, it hasn't happened. Marcus Rashford can't really take a shot from here. Garnacho, star boy. Saved by Lonergan. Can you please... I mean, hopefully we've got enough not to win, but can this cunt please go away? Kvaratskhelia, you're going to be the one to deliver this. He's been very good today. Very creative, and he got, obviously, the equaliser. Kvaratskhelia towards Lindelof. Off the crossbar. And out. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine there, FIFA. Unlucky there for Victor Lindelof. It's a great leap. And just off target. Lonergan probably not beaten. He probably would have saved it if it got on target. But still. Oh. We've got minutes remaining. Seconds remaining. Depends what the injury time is, to be honest. Santos needs to just fuck off, to be honest. He's been my menace today. 7! Where are you pulling them out your ass from? 7 minutes. Fuck off. Tackle on Garnacho by Sal. Throw in United. I don't know where these fucking 7 minutes have come from. The game really wants them to equalise, don't they? Oh, Eriksen. That's not Eriksen's fault at all. It's Garnacho's for the pass, but Eriksen could have been a bit more of a move. Luke Shaw. It's nothing out of danger. Kvaratskhelia just run out the pitch, La. You got the pace to do it. You got Rashford there as an option. I don't know who. I've tried to pass it to Rashford, to be honest. I don't really know what's going on there. Eriksen wins that. Garnacho seals the deal. Nothing less than we fucking deserve, man. I'm skipping it. I want to get it done. I know scenes would have happened there, but I'm not really looking for scenes in the FA Cup. I want to get it over and done with. This fucking game has been a pain in the arse. Finally getting what we deserve in this one. Will it be 4? No. Oh my god. I mean, the score says 3-1, but it was a lot more than that. I should have let the scenes happen a little bit maybe, but I mean, I just want to get it. I want to get it gone. I want to get Everton out of my way and want to move on. I also forget that if you hold A to do a celebration, it sometimes skips those fucking limbs, and I apologise. I need to remember that for the future. I just press A for the celebration. Oh my days. Fucking game. Neil Mapai giving Everton the lead for a penalty that was a penalty, but fucking hell, Varane and Dalot tried to fight each other at one point. Kvaratskhelia getting us the equaliser, Eriksen getting us the lead, and then Starboy finishing off the job. Garnacho, good finish. I wish I'd seen the scenes, but at the same time, we don't need scenes in a game like that. You try and wait for more important. Lonergan. Are you fucking kidding me? Everything was a save. Look at the fucking. I mean, if we'd not won that, I would have fucking cried, quite frankly. 61 to 39 in terms of possession, 17 shots to 3, and 6.2 expected goals to 1. It could have been a lot different, but fucking hell. Lonergan, man of the match is Lonergan. Obviously, Kvaratskhelia will get it because of his just brilliance today. Brilliant performance from him. Keeps going like that. Sancho maybe out of a starting spot. Goal and an 8.8 from the Georgian, and a good game from him. And I don't want to say it, maybe Shabalala was not the guy to start today because Ericsson came on and was absolutely world class. Was absolutely insane. Goal and an assist from the Dane. Ericsson may need a bit more credit than what he's getting, to be honest. And the creation from him definitely changed the game as well. Fred was solid in that midfield. Not a bad thing to say about him. A couple of misplaced passes, but that's not the end of the world. Majority of the time, he was solid. He was composed. And a 7.9 rating for him is probably the correct one. Garnacho, Alanga, I should say, getting a 7.7. Decent from him today. Could have maybe got a bit more out of him, but an assist from the Swede, a 7.7. Alejandro Garnacho coming on to seal the deal eventually, with trying to beat bloody Terminator Lonergan in the net. A goal and 7.7 from him. Dalot, decent, better than what he was in the other game against Brentford or Bournemouth, whichever one he played in. Varane, 7.4. He could have been better. For whatever reason, it likes to switch my players around, so Sean Lindelof switched around. Still worked enough, to be fair. Šeško, maybe expected a bit more out of him, but it's his debut, so I'll allow it. Rashford coming on for an assist as well. Shabalala, I can't really shit-talk him because he's 49 rated, but I think Ericsson probably should have been the starter today. In the end, doesn't matter too much. Dean Henderson couldn't do much, really. He saved what was on target from Everton, and I mean, it was a penalty they conceded, so we can't really slate him too much either. 3 shots in his goal, 2 saves, 1 conceded. Like I said, the 1 conceded was the pen. Casemiro coming on, shoring up the defence, and Wan-Bissaka as well. Moving on to just kind of seal a deal. Not really too fussed about those ratings. I want to see what Everton's ratings were, and I can already tell you the best player was that for them because I've fucking experienced the cunt. 7.9 doesn't do justice, to be honest. Andy Lonergan, he's the man. 61 rated, by the way. 15 shots in his goal. Look at that save map. He's all over the place. 15 shots on goal, 12 saves, 3 goals conceded. Eventually, we start to break him down, but fucking hell. Terminator Lonergan nearly got Everton through for a little bit. Neil Maupay getting the goal as well for Everton, obviously from the penalty spot. I'm not arguing about the penalty. It's more the build-up to the penalty where Santos, we're going to take a look at him in a second, Santos ran through like no tomorrow. And, of course, it was bloody Varane and Dalot tripped over each other. Demarai Gray didn't really like the world on fire, which is why Santos came on. I want to take a look at this man. Nuno Santos. He's not the Wolves manager or the former Wolves and Spurs manager. He's a different man. 80 rated Nuno Santos. He looks like he's about 35, but he'd probably be a youngster or something. There's a reason he was good then, because he was 80 rated. But that is that. We're through. We're through in the FA Cup. That's all that matters. Ipswich to knock out Palace, which is a bit of an upset. We'll see if there's any more upsets as well to come momentarily. Didn't just win the game, we did it in style. I don't know about in style. We did miss a penalty. You have to remember that as well. Lonergan with his fucking saves and the penalty save as well. But we were good and we could get better. I think it's probably the correct response there. We were fantastic. It just was so difficult to find the back of the net multiple times in that match. Eventually, as it got towards the end, I think Lonergan was tiring and we took advantage of that fact. Served that goal today, absolutely. Maybe the scoreline flattered us my arse. Honestly, it should have been like 10-1. Oh, was he? Lonergan was magnificent today. Do you think he might deny you on his own? Oh, I wonder. He needed something special. I don't understand it. It's 60. It's always these shit goalkeepers that are fucking insane. 61 rated. He played like prime Neuer, man. Oh, fucking hell. That would have given me a fucking heart attack or a bloody headache if it had been either a loss or a replay, but thankfully it ain't. Glad that Scalia scores in Manchester United's 3-1 over Everton. He got the equaliser and then obviously Goals from Ericsson and Garnacho found the win for us. Ericsson was absolutely an inspired substitution. Manchester United inspired substitution by Amara, just thank for securing victory. Switched things around early on and brought in Ericsson, who eventually proved to be the player to make a difference between the two teams. That might be one of the best decisions I've made all season. Ericsson was fantastic, and I'm having no Ericsson slander after that. Club news, nothing much to update on, and Podence has gone to Napoli. Thank God he does my head in when we play Wolves. Santos in line for debut. He's just signed from Sporting, so that was his debut. And he did well. Won a penalty for his side, and eventually the penalty went in. Willie Orban going to Spurs. What's he looking like now? I don't know if that's a good signing, really. 30 years of age. We shall move on up. Do we have... Oh, we'll have the replays, so we probably won't have anything yet. Monaco have expressed an interest in signing Aaron Wan-Bissaka for a fee of 25 million. I mean, maybe in the summer we'll possibly entertain offers for Wan-Bissaka, but he's been quite good, hasn't he? I don't know if I really want to let Wan-Bissaka go, at least not for a little while. We're going to reject it for now, obviously, but I mean, Wan-Bissaka's been underrated in my opinion. When Dalot has not been at his best, Wan-Bissaka's come in and put in a performance, so I can't really provide an explanation to sell him yet. I was going to look at the FA Cup standings, wasn't I? I mean, it puts back to the league here, but I want to see if we've got any replays. And if we do, then probably won't have to play our FA Cup game. Birmingham took Liverpool to replay. That's interesting. Chelsea won. Liverpool, Birmingham drew. Ipswich knocked out Palace. Derby and Crawley go to a replay. We go through. City go through. Newcastle go through. Probably what you expect. One of the big six is out, and that is Spurs. Of course, why wouldn't it be? They can't win a trophy for Toffee. And nothing really else too much, to be honest. Hull knocking up Nottingham Forest. Maybe argue that's an upset. But the big one there is Birmingham taking Liverpool to a replay. And of course, Ipswich knocking out Palace. So up next, and up finally for this episode, it will be Tottenham Hotspur. Take a look at the calendar. I want to see if we've got our FA Cup match yet. The replays haven't happened yet, so we will get deadline day done today, which is a big poggers in the chat. See if there's any big moves in or out of the club. Probably won't be for us, but I want to see what big moves do happen and what the biggest chances are of the first season. Lindelof wants a game against Spurs. I'm entertaining it, you know. It might be the move, to be honest. If he's still tired from Everton, I'm going to say no. Otherwise, I mean, why not? He's been good. Right, United versus Spurs, 8th versus 12th. I mean, underwhelming seasons for both so far. Both will be looking for a win. We will be looking for a bit more after the Old Trafford loss, and a bit of a screwy loss at that. Mad to say I'd start him over Varane. If he's not tired, absolutely will. He's fucking been mental. I think this is from the FA Cup, innit? Christian Eriksen making the grade as a Team of the Week player. Fair play to him. I'd argue Kvaratskhelia should be in there as well, but maybe someone better. Munda Aronson maybe had a better performance in Leeds, or Enciso had a better performance for Brighton. I don't really know which one's the winger there. I'd argue Lonergan should be in ahead of Pope, but it is what it is. Zielinski has gone to Dortmund. Daniel Olmo's come to Liverpool. That'll be a bit of an issue. But at least he signed another They're signing midfielders, you know? Unrealistic. We'll save over and then we'll see what we can do for the Spurs game. This could probably hit 3 hours, to be honest, if we're going through transfer deadline day stuff as well. Might be the longest career mode episode yet. But I am by no means complaining. I'm having a lot of fun with this career mode, even if it is making me want to scratch my eyeballs out sometimes. The reason that they are not going to have Pickford in goal is because Pickford has gone to Spurs. All right. Let's figure out the team then. Lindelof, fully fit, gets to start. Sorry, Varane. Šeško will leave out for this game, I think. Van der Beek will come in for Fred. Not that I don't rate Fred, I just want to try and get Van de Beek in a little bit because his morale's down. Sancho will start this one. Kvaratskhelia did have a good performance, but I think Sancho might be the move here for this one. I reckon we'd try and go. I say we go our strongest, but Varane's on the bench. But beyond that, I think that's what we go with, right? I don't think we can do much better than that. Bear with me, guys. Right, so this is how we're going to go. We've already won because they've got Emerson Royale, so there's no worries there. De Gea in between the sticks, Malacia and Dalot as the fullbacks, Martinez and Lindelof as the centre-backs, Casemiro, CDM, Fernandes and Eriksen, centre mid, with Fernandes, of course, captaining the side, Big Bruno in that midfield spot, Sancho off the left, Anthony off the right, and up through the middle will be Tammy Abraham, who can't stop scoring at the moment. Should be a good debut for him. They're a bit tired on the Spurs side, to be fair. Kane, Son, Lamar, Basuma, Sanchez, Romero, all a bit tired. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. Pavard at centre-back as well is an interesting one. We could have a field day here if we can get the right moves going early on. At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, though, it is going to be them versus us. Do we have any big matches otherwise before we go in? I don't think so, right? No concurrent matches anyway. We don't have any matches happening at the same time. Let's get into it. On an alternate note, I do need the toilet, but we'll do it soon. I mean, it's not going to be that bad because we won the last game. Well, that preview didn't look good, did it? Spurs versus United. Son as the Tifo. I mean, he's been having a decent season, I think. I haven't really checked the stats for a while. We'll check the stats, obviously, after this episode. I'm watching Saeed TV as a Manchester United fan channel on YouTube, and he's doing Man United career mode, and he's out of legit every competition in a relegation battle with less than 10 games left. This career mode could be going worse. I mean, yeah, we're not... I guess it's kind of realistic. This one's probably one of the more realistic ones I've seen, to be honest. I don't want to toot my own horn, but... climbing up, clawing for top four with a brand new manager and a team that has kind of got to gel a bit. I mean, probably gelled a bit more now we're in January, but of course bringing in massive new arrivals, the team has to kind of work together a bit more. I think this is probably a very realistic one. An eighth, maybe a bit of an issue, but trying to climb up to top four rather than just sitting there and holding it, I feel is a bit more fun. I'm not intentionally doing it, it's just I feel like it'd be a more fun route anyway. Willie Orban not getting the start today. You'd rather use Pavard, who's a right back. I mean, that's a great signing there for Spurs. Good negotiations there. Probably because bloody Daniel Levy will splash out more than 30 million on a signing, which is why they've gone for Willie Orban. But we've gone strong. And I can't deny Lindelof at the moment. He's been fantastic. Varane, despite being good in the tackle and good in winning the balls, playing the ball away is a bit of an issue, and it has led to some situations where we've had to defend a bit more. Lindelof at the moment isn't doing anything like that, so he gets to start. Hope my mic's still working. Because God knows the audio isn't in my ears. So we'll try and go for it, despite having audio plaguing my ears. There we go. Seems to sort itself. Right. Let's try. Just play it around a bit, get a feel for this. Audio sounds great, good. Alright. Yeah, it's mainly, I say this every time, it's mainly just my own personal audio which fucks up in my ears, like hearing the game, but as long as I'm coming across okay in terms of commentary, it's not too bad, I suppose. Dalot getting caught by Son there. It's going to be a difficult day for Diogo Dalot. He does win the battle, though, in the end. Eriksen into Casemiro. Tammy Abraham. Caught there and cleared away. The five backs would be fucking difficult to break down. I wonder if Kvaratskhelia might have been a bit more of a breakdown option. That's a brilliant bit of defence from Martinez. Anthony. Abraham. Back into... Well, it was meant to be back into Anthony. It's read well. Well, the pass could have been a bit more, to be fair. If Harry Kane's faster than Malacia, you're fucking bullshitting, mate. What the... Okay. Right. And I was talking about Lindelof. I was talking about Varane not being able to keep the ball under pressure. Lindelof has not done it there. Malacia cleans up. Maybe Lindelof wasn't... I mean, it's literally 5 minutes in, so I can't say maybe Lindelof wasn't the start, but... Bruno from range. It's not got enough on it. Maybe... I'd say maybe I shouldn't have shot that. Definitely shouldn't have. Oh, I've taken a touch out too wide. Sancho. Bruno. That's poor from Pickford. And it's led to Bruno putting himself in the back end net along with the ball. I wish I'd been able to take that on with Abraham first time, but we managed to make something out of it. Sancho gets another assist to his collection as well. And Bruno with a fantastic finish. Top scorer for a reason, and the reason is because he scores a lot. That is number 11 in the Premier League. Now, he actually could go for the Golden Boot, maybe. Obviously quite a long shot, because we're 22 games in now. I think it's our 23rd game? 24th game? I don't know, but... Goals have been a struggle this season. Hopefully, they won't be next season. Tammy Abraham, 5 goals so far in just 3 appearances. Very good start from him. And I think down the line, Moukoko and Šeško will perform. Moukoko obviously still not at the club yet. That's probably going to be the summer transfer. Šeško will get another chance at some point. It won't be in this episode, as this is the final game of today's episode. But we'll get a chance down the line to prove what he's capable of again. If nothing else, he's a physically imposing presence up front. Son tried to put it into Kane. Martinez was watching it the whole way. Lindelof putting the pressure on and Martinez making a tackle. Could be the new centre-back partnership for a little while at least. The only centre-back partnership I've realised doesn't work is Lindelof and Maguire, and that's not surprising, to be honest. But I mean, against Wimbledon, it wasn't awful. Casemiro from range. Oh! Honestly, I wasn't too hyped with the shot because I didn't think it was good. I thought it was going to go wide. But it's hit the post. It's unlucky to not be 2-0. We are playing a bit differently to the Old Trafford game, but at the same time, Spurs are 12th. So I'm hoping a win here would just be kind of the game plan. Son's got a bit of manoeuvring room here. I did commit Lindelof across, but Casemiro has done very well to stop Kane. And Casemiro, I think, is kind of getting back into it. It's 2 Spurs players tripping each other over. Anthony, can he knock it into Abraham? He can. Oh, he's taking on his weak foot. It's a good save for Pickford. Top scorer for a reason, because he scores a lot. Need a shirt with that on it. First counting merch release. Oh, mate, if I could release merch, I would, but don't have the funds to go for that. But a bit of Michael Owen commentary for you there. Eriksen doing well again. Casemiro, it's 2, and it's going to be a bit of a shit show, I think. I think we might be giving our own 6-1. Spurs have not really done much, and when they have threatened, it's been well defended. Casemiro proving that he is still there, proving me wrong. I mean, Pickford, I don't know what he's doing, but it's a goal for Casemiro, who has been solid so far this game as well. Eriksen once again involved. I was thinking maybe last episode we get Eriksen gone at the end of in the summer, but I mean the way he's going, he's come back to life a bit, and I think Eriksen might be sticking around a little longer. Dejan Kulusevski stopped by Malacia, who he's making a case for himself to be the starting centre-back. I think he probably already is, but Pickford could stop by dead man from scoring. What a shocking performance. I don't know what that save was, man. You think Spurs might have signed someone else, but Pickford, I mean, Pickford is a good player in career mode, or a good player in FIFA. Because I remember doing the very first thing I did on FIFA was an England career mode, and he was fantastic. Or an England World Cup run, and he was fantastic. I mean, we got knocked out in the semis, but that was against France, so you can't really be surprised. Ref, we'll take the free kick there, mate. give him the yellow. Yves Bissouma getting booked for Spurs. It was a very stupid challenge, wasn't it, on big boy Bruno? Still better than Lloris, yeah. I mean, it's not high standard. Especially after that North London derby at the weekend. Lloris, Jesus Christ. Spurs, I backed Spurs to get top 4 along with us, Arsenal and City, but I'm now changing my mind on that. Spurs have looked poor. Do a bit of a movement here. Casemiro from range again. I thought he was going to score again because he only scores in braces, but nope. Just a single goal so far today for the CDM. Goodbye, Martinez. Committed forward, but it worked out. Sancho. Fernandes. Into Anthony. Knocking it back to Eriksen. Back to Bruno. Again, for some reason didn't switch to his left foot. That's fine. Sancho can get it around Emerson Royale. Towards Bruno again. It's off target. That World Cup video was such a banger. That was so fun. It was so fun. I'll maybe do it again down the line, but I need to find a time where I can have approximately about 6 hours to do that kind of shit. And over pretty much the rest of this month, I won't have that big of a window to actually do it. I'll definitely do it another time down the line because that was really fun. I forgot. I think it was Brazil who won that, or was it Argentina again in like real life? Either Brazil or Argentina who won it. I know they were the finalists. Martinez into Dalot. Eriksen. Casemiro. Bruno. We are firing, by the way, boys. Have you seen this play? We're like prime Barcelona. Eriksen. Oh, that's a crunching tackle. Eriksen putting a decent performance in against his former club, though, to be fair. Anthony. Can't find room. Eriksen. Casemiro. Bruno. Abraham. Anthony. Oh. I mean, he's not been great today, but Pickford's done well there. See your bodies, and you have to try and seek for him to make a save. Abraham, though. Why isn't he shot? Okay. I mean, the initial shot was, I pressed about 2 touches ago, but I'm glad we managed to get a shot off of Tammy Abraham again, scoring. There are 3 things for certain in this career mode: pain, suffering, and Tammy Abraham finding the back of their net. I shot it as after I turned Romero. Is it Romero? I shot it there when his foot went through the ball, but it decided to do it a little late. It's a good little side foot finish into the corner. Pickford has been awful, and we have been scintillating. We've been fantastic today. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I've not seen a thing go wrong yet. Defence has been class. Attack has been class. Spurs haven't really had anything. 2 minutes out of time. Spurs may get one more chance to go for it before the break. But no, they won't, because Lindelof's there. This is the team we need if we're going to go for top 4. We're all over these guys. This is a different United to the one that lost to Spurs back at Old Trafford. Pessi and Argentina won. Oh, they did, didn't they? Argentina winning in real life, as they did in the game, or other way around, whatever. How about you hype up some of my players rather than talk about some of their players who've been shit? But Fernandes has been class. Casemiro is back to his best. Tammy Abraham is scoring for fun. You want to talk about their players? Look at that. Absolute dominance. 62 to 38 in terms of possession. 12 shots to 1. 3.5 expected goals to 0.2. Their one shot quite easily saved as well. I mean, Spurs have pretty much nothing. And hopefully it can stay that way. We're into the second half, but I don't see us. I mean, we may concede 1, potentially even 2, but I don't see us dropping the 3 points here now. We'll just sit back a bit, I think. The only somewhat danger man has been Son. That's purely because of his pace. Lindelof, fucking hell. That's a goal kick as well. Lindelof's been brilliant. I can't believe Lindelof's been one of the men that I'm considering keeping on. He'll never be a full-time starter centre-back, but I'm happy to rotate him for now with Varane, because Varane's not really impressed me as much as I thought he would. I mean, I'm maybe being overly critical on Varane. He does tackle well. It's just the way he plays the ball out is not convincing. try to get to Anthony. I was hoping Anthony would make the run. Ericsson, very, very good again. Underrated this season. At times, he's not really appeared, but when he has, he's been breathtaking to watch. Anthony, towards the back post to Sancho. Fernandes should control this. It's actually going to be won there by a Spurs player. Casemiro tackled by Yves Bissouma. Caught in possession a bit. Not wanting to go back Casemiro for whatever reason. Lindelof's committed. Good by Casemiro to clean up the mess he made. What you like from him. Fernandes to Sancho. Now going to try and spot Tammy. Great save from Pickford. I don't know why he didn't come out for it, but it's still a great save from the Englishman. Casemiro off the edge of the box. Bruno into the hands of Pickford. I think we're going to bring on a couple of changes because we are pretty much going to be home and dry, I think. Now, Kvaratskhelia make a move on. Sancho's been good, but Kvaratskhelia, I want to keep the momentum going with him. Van de Beek will actually come on for Fernandes because I'm really enjoying Ericsson, which is a big call, but I'm really enjoying using Ericsson at the moment. He doesn't do too awful, but his mistakes are too costly. Exactly. Defensively, he's fine. But when he has the ball, problems arise. I think Varane's more of those just tackle and just get it gone kind of centre-backs, which I think maybe we need to use him as, just clearing it away rather than try to play it out the back with him. With Lisandro Martinez and surprisingly with Lindelof, it works a bit better, to be honest. But with Varane, it might just have to be that we just launch it with him. Son with a decent effort there, but didn't really trouble Big Dave. His big saves. Abraham, Ericsson. I wish I put Šeško on the bench now. It would be a good little spotlight for him. But we do have Rashford. Ericsson, Bruno, Tammy. I can't find a way through there. Spurs have been a bit more defensively sound this second half, but we've not really been attacking as much because we've tried to sit back a bit. Good tackle again by Lisandro Martinez. I can't believe this. I can't believe Martinez and Lindelof is the preferred partnership at the moment. Dalot. Try to spell a ball through to Anthony. He does win it back and we'll get it to Anthony again. And then we'll lose it again. Yeah, Spurs' second half have been very good defensively. We've been very good all game. And Martinez is just fucking everywhere, isn't he? Dalot. Anthony. Abraham. Try to knock it through to Fernandes. I think we'll bring off Abraham as well, just purely for rest reasons. I know we've got a 2-week break, but purely for rest reasons. He's been good again. I just realised Casemiro's got the temporary armband for this game, which is fair enough. Probably who I'd put it on unless it was either him or De Gea, but I don't like having keepers as captains. Don't know why. Right, what's going on? Kulusevski should be shut down there, but we've got it away, luckily. No moves forward, which is what I kind of expect, considering the fact that we are 3-0 up. Diogo Dalot going to test Ryan Sessegnon for speed and beat Ryan Sessegnon for speed. Anthony, Ericsson, Casemiro. We just try to find that manoeuvre through. Bruno. It takes forever to shift it onto his right foot, but not too shabby, I guess, from the Spurs defence as well. Dalot once again in there like swimwear. This back four today has been phenomenal. Malasia's probably... I say Malasia's been the worst, but that's by default. The ball's really not going to run down the right. Kulusevski. Blocked by Martinez. Yeah, I made the tackle, but he still gets shot off. The fact that Malacia and Lindelof are both going for that is a bit concerning, but Malacia gets himself in the way and it's a corner to Spurs. We can't let this slip. I would love to keep a clean sheet against Spurs, man. Bruno, Sancho and Tammy coming off. Kvaratskhelia, Rashford and Van de Beek. Van de Beek returning from injury today, giving him a bit of time just to try and readjust a little bit. He's still a very important player in my plans, don't get me wrong. You might as well try it. 3-0 down, you might as well give it a go from range. Dalot in to Marcus Rashford, who's going to get pressed here by Bissouma. That was for Donny. It has looked onto Anthony instead. You got to think maybe if it went to the right player there, it might have gone well. Ryan Sessegnon, absolutely clattered by Dalot. So if the ref giving a free kick there or a throw, either way, Dalot has the better of Sessegnon once again. Emerson Royale coming off for Brian Hill. They're going to probably push forward a bit in the formation here, maybe 3-5-2 or a 3. I don't know. They're pushing the fucking wingbacks forward because Brian Hill's come on. He's not a wingback, is my point. Dalot, Ericsson, Rashford. This will be his best chance. Starboy. I always believed in him from day one. Never talked shit about him. Never put him down. Always believed he'd be a proven goal scorer in this team. A permanent part of this team as well. At striker. Tammy who? What a goal from Marcus Rashford. I am bringing Ericsson off purely for stamina reasons. As well, with McTominay sitting the rest of this game there. Ericsson's been fantastic once again, though. Rashford has put the ball in the back of the net. Frame this picture. Save this video, because Rashford has actually scored a football goal. 4-0 lead. I mean, it somewhat is unrealistic, but at the same time, it's fully fucking deserved. The back four have been phenomenal. The attacking play has been better. Anthony, Rashford could get another one. He has got another one. Oh, he's coming to life now. This is fantastic. Just needed a bit of competition with Abraham. Rashford scored more than Tammy in the game. What's going on? Spurs defence at 6s and 7s. Rashford, beautiful header, directing that into the bottom right. And I'm really hoping this is a turnaround for our number 10. With a bit of competition with him and Abraham, I think goals should be flowing in. And they have today. They've been going like fucking clockwork. 5-0 on Spurs. If I'd asked for that before the game, you'd call me fucking mental. I mean, I know we're 12th, but they're Spurs at the end. I know you don't do it for views, but these career mode series are such bangers. Wish they got more appreciation. Really enjoy these brilliant stuff, mate. Well, I appreciate it. If you want to, you could share. I don't know if you try, but share them around with your friends. Share them around with anyone. If you can get the word out, then absolutely, it'd be fantastic. But I do it for fun. I enjoy this. I'm glad that they are enjoyed as well by other people. Kvaratskhelia could be I imagine, hat-trick for Rashford. It actually could have been. It actually could have been. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's a good save from Pickford, but ultimately it's a little too late to be crediting that goalkeeper with any performance today. Apart from the fact that maybe it could be more than 5. Kvaratskhelia with a corner. Aiming for Dalot. It's not going to fall to him. Davinson Sanchez gets it clear. Only as far as Lindelof. 3 minutes of added time. Are they needed, those added minutes? I don't know. Anthony's offside, but we'll put it in the back of the net. No, we won't. Wanted to play out a little earlier with McTominay, but took some extra touches, and in the end, Anthony's offside, but who cares? 5-0 win over Spurs. What an end to a very interesting stream. I don't think we've lost today, so that's fine. Would have liked the full 3 against Bournemouth rather than the 1, but can't always get what you want. I think Spurs is going for damage limitation at this point. Oh my god. Rashford nearly took it off Romero. Jesus Christ. I don't know what's going on with Spurs. They got one more chance here to get consolation, and for whatever reason the game will give it to them, despite the fact that it's 5-0. Martinez again. What a performance. That is prime Manchester United. A 5-0 victory. When the players that were playing well needed to come off, the players that came on also played well, arguably for Rashford, even better than the player he replaced. Back 4, not a mistake made. I mean, obviously they got through a couple of times, but nothing serious. Dalot pocketed Son the majority of the time. Kulusevski, where was he then? I don't know. Malacia was fucking destroying him. And of course Martinez and Lindelof, rocks at the back. Harry Kane barely got anything. Not doing great in the Premier League this season. The keeper also doesn't understand how he's a keeper, so I think that's a fair result. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Pickford having a shocker. But fucking hell. Dominance. Have that, Spurs. Have your 6-1 and smoke it. 55 to 45 in terms of possession, 18 shots to 4, 6.8 expected goals, 0.5. Free-flowing Manchester United. Defends on top. Attack insane. Absolutely no complaints. Man of the match goes to Casemiro. Again, no complaints. I would have personally given it to maybe Fernandes. But Casemiro back on top, and that's what you love to see from your big Brazilian rock. A goal from CDM. Also the fact that he absolutely just contained that midfield. They had a 3-person midfield, and he contained that on his own. That's what he's capable of at his best. Goal on an 8.7. Diogo Dalot once again back on top as well, keeping Son silent for the majority of the game. Star boy Marcus Rashford finally finding the back end net, and finding it twice. An inspired substitution and 2 good goals from him. Anthony as well with an assist and an 8.1. He's just class every time, every game. He's class. Top assister by a country mile. I don't think anyone's going to catch up to him. Bruno Fernandes with an 8 rating and a goal as well. I did bring him off quite early actually, so maybe the man of the match award doesn't go to him. Eriksen is a man who deserves a bit more of a nut in my opinion. 7.9 for him. 2 assists though from the Dane against his former club. Fantastic. Can't believe you ever doubted Casemiro. What a baller. Casemiro. Clasimiro is what we call him now. Sancho with an assist, 7.9 as well. And then Tammy Abraham, maybe a bit underrated as well. He was strong up front, and a goal for him once again. David De Gea keeping the clean sheet. Didn't have much to do, but when he did have, he made those saves. 4 shots on his goal, 4 saves, and a clean sheet for the big Spaniard as well. As for Spurs, if you're looking for a man of the match, Romero, 7.6. And probably the best Spurs performer. But, I mean, he only got a couple of tackles and we were just dominating. And Romero, the best of a bad bunch. First of all, I've just seen that comment. Malacia with a I don't know about these two, you know. Lindelof 6.9, maybe not. Malacia, maybe not as well. 6.9 is a bit stupid, really. I don't understand the ratings there, but we know they did better, so we can take that. But also, the fact that a goalkeeper conceding 5 is higher than a left-back and a centre-back performing at their best is very questionable as well. 11 shots in his goal, made 6 saves, but he bloody let 5 in. How is that a fucking 7.1? I don't understand it. What was De Gea? De Gea was... He had the same rating as De Gea. EA, what's going on? Post-match interview. That's kind of pissed me off a bit. We have won 5-0, but some of these ratings have just done my dicking. Kvaratskhelia, 6.6. Couldn't really do much anyway. Didn't need to. But post-match interview. The fact that a keeper with 5 goals conceded has the same rating as a goalkeeper who kept a clean sheet is definitely something. It's I'm not sure what it is. An outrage, probably. Rashford kept a good team display. Hopefully, it could be a turnaround for him. Like I said, I think the competition with Abraham and Sheshko may motivate Rashford to do better. To be fair, it could have been about 30 goals, like 5 in, but they could have had many more. It could have gone, yeah, could have been a lot more. I mean, it really could have been either. Defending gives platform and the lads up front for ruthless. I'm going to give the credit to the strikers though. And the attackers in general. I can't believe it. 5-0 against Spurs. So result and a half. And it's a statement to the rest of this league that we aren't to be fucked around with. We better prepare for today. Their win last time, we were kind of under the cosh, in a bit of bad form and unlucky. Today, we were fully deserving of the clean sheet, fully deserving of the 5 goals. And we were... That's a United display that I can be proud of. That's a United display that might set the tone for the rest of the season, to be honest. Rashford next brace. Man United beat Spurs. Love that for him. Rashford's in superb form, scoring twice and helping his side to find a win against Tottenham Hotspur. I think he'll have got the last 20 minutes. If this says doesn't mean it's close for Casemiro, I'm throwing chairs. I don't get it. I don't get these headlines at all. A door is open for McTominay. Does that mean it's close for Casemiro after that match? No. Wouldn't have been anyway. With the changes that have taken place around Manchester United's team shape, Scott McTominay has taken his chances in games and made a really good impression. He looks to be the future for the club. What does that mean for Casemiro's career at Manchester United? Fit again after injury. He's harder looking. I mean, that's just a load of dog. Don't want to jump the gun, but we're winning the league. Might be jumping the gun slightly. I mean, if we can, I'd absolutely take it. But, of course, we are a long way off. Lindelof impresses again. He's a man who doesn't deserve a 6.9. He deserves all the credit in the world, and I'm really loving using him at the moment, which is a shock, to be honest, because I'm a big critic of Lindelof, but he's done very well in his career mode, and I can't critique him if he's been good. Lindelof is one player very happy with his excellent run of form at the moment. I'm playing really well right now. I'm really enjoying my football at Manchester United. He told the assembled media after the game against Spurs, certainly seems the set battle will be on the team sheet for the foreseeable future if you can keep turning this level of performance. I mean, yeah, maybe. I wouldn't rule it out, you know. Alright, let's get deadline day done. Lindelof transfer offer. You're really Leverkusen, mate. You've just gone and signed Saliba. Don't get fucking greedy. Man's his best form right now. You really think I'm letting him go now? You Swedish beauty, extend that contract. I think he's on a 3 year, so don't think the contract needs extending, but we're not letting him go. Definitely not. Playing that well, showing that much desire because the rest of the squad's something to aspire to. You're really enjoying yourself. McTominay's happy as well. Keep working hard, mate, and you keep getting your minutes. The fact that I'm not really giving McTominay many minutes and he's still happy makes me happy. Araujo's the biggest deal of the window so far. He's got City from Barca, Nasio to Arsenal as well. Some rumours there that are quite interesting. Could see Seamus Coleman going to Brighton, you know. Dominic Calvert-Lewin off to Villa, 28.8. Bobby Firmino leaving the Prem, as is Semedo. We're going to get an offer here for Anthony. Yeah, fuck off. In a second, we'll just take a look at the financial report here. Financially, we've done the profit. We've not got the crucial players. We don't need them for first season because we don't want to make it too easy, but the profits worked well. Anthony is we can block offers for him, to be honest, completely. He's 86. He starts at 82. This man's going to be 90 by the end of the season. That Araujo to City is a massive signing for them. He's cracked this year on FIFA. I know it's a bit of a scary one, considering I think they're top as well currently. They are 5 points clear. I mean, City are going to win the league, aren't they? But I mean, top four is really our main goal. Trossard after Villarreal, Kyle Walker-Peters, I think away to Italy. It's just not. Fuck off. Give us De Bruyne maybe, and we'll think about it. Psych, fuck off. Bruno to City. No, you shot, mate. You can't bring that up on your rumours. You can shove the rumours up your arse. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. I'll check after this 4 hour kind of thing here. We're obviously going to have another, Henderson on a 2 year loan deal. I'd entertain that, but I'm not going to. I don't even know why he's getting loan offers. He's not on the loan list anymore. I just want to take a look at the team before we do go any further. There is anything we need. 3 goalkeepers, 9 forwards, 14 midfielders, 16 defenders. A lot of them are out on loan, obviously. We've got a deep squad. So we've got De Gea. Back up, we've got Henderson. So we're fine there. Malacia. We've got Shaw's back up, but we're fine to the end of the season. Martinez, we've got Lindelof and Maguire. I know they're maybe not the most reliable, but Lindelof's been fantastic. And Maguire, when he's had his day, he's not been awful either. So those are the backups for centre-back. We should be fine to the end of the season. Dallow's back up. Wan-Bissaka, perfect so far. Casemiro's back up. We've got a couple of options, but obviously the main one would be McTominay. And capable there. Ericsson, Fred and Van der Beek in those midfield spots are fine by me for now. Shabalala coming up as well. I was really hoping we get a loan offer for him, but it's looking less and less likely. Maybe a fullback, backup perhaps. I'm confident in Shaw and Wan-Bissaka till the end of the season, but in the summer it might be a different matter. And Wijndal is still definitely on the possible list. Kvaratskhelia is fine. Obviously, Sancho is the main starter, and we've got depth there with Kvaratskhelia and Garnacho behind Sancho. The right winger spot, I don't think there's a worry there. Anthony and Anthony Elanga. We've also got players who can bring back in off loan as well. And then Tammy, we've got Rashford and Sheshko. So I think we're set. Fullback, I don't think we need one, you know. I might be a little concerned down the line. What's the No, because we've got Williams on loan, haven't we? We can always just bring him back if we desperately want. We've also got Tellish as well. And I think the right back spot is completely set for now. And Ethan Laird, good little prospect out on loan at QPR. Worst comes to worst, could bring him back. I think we're set. The squad's deep enough. We've got the players to pull back off loan if worst comes to worst. And now it's sort of the striker department out. I'm very happy with how that's going. I think we'll do. I think that'll do. I don't want to make it too easy either as well, of course. But I think that will do for the season. We'll keep going, counting down the hours. I don't know why you'd skip deadline day. We'll keep counting down the hours. I like seeing this. Couple more signings being done. Luis Alberto could be going to Arsenal. Always seems to get a top club despite being quite poor in career mode. Anything else? Nothing really. Abraham would be a decent signing, to be fair. Yeah, I might think about it. Excuse me? Could say, first of all, where have they got Matty Cash from? Second of all, can they fuck off trying to get our players? Anthony. Oh, Anthony's Real Madrid. It was Bruno and who else was it? There was someone else. It's obviously gone off the list now. But Anthony, they'll probably come for Anthony at some point. But City need to fuck off. It's not a bad offer, to be fair, but I prefer Wan-Bissaka, really. I don't want to see Wan-Bissaka in a City shirt. Makoko interest. Just been informed that Borussia Dortmund are being approached by Hellas Verona with a loan offer for Yusuf and Makoko. I mean, they've got an hour to do it. Won't happen. Unless it... Oh, it could go through. Oh, it could go through, couldn't it? In the summer. Yeah, well, I mean, that's a difficult situation. If we don't get Makoko this season, we can always get him next. It's not a big deal. But that is deadline day done. And we'll move. Man City should just put a bid to buy the club, honestly. Well, we've got the next round of our Epic Cup. We'll find who our opponents are in a sec. 142 point... Well, about 143k. I'm not going to make it difficult. And this is a Youth Academy update. Some players looking spicy. Parkin, my favourite at the moment. I'm not going to call anyone up just now unless they absolutely yell at me and say, "Oi, call me up, fam." I'm very upset we didn't get a loan for Shabalala either, but also I'm kind of happy because it could be fun to use him in certain occasions. Looking at some of these other players, though, definitely some fucking good players. Thomas Moss, one of my favourites to come up at the moment. Stanley Sutton as well, looking fantastic. By no means are we struggling in terms of wingers. Malanga, we're going to change the drill for here to Poacher. We need those shooting stats going up. Malanga is definitely one I want to use down the line. We've got Fofana as well. Braun, Dawson. There's some good talent here. Petit may have to be reevaluated, but I don't want to lose him completely. I think we maybe call him up and sell him. I don't really want to lose any of these players. I kind of want to just keep him about and maybe have them in the career mode somewhere. 554 million spent on deadline day. Cracking episode that. We're close to mid-table, but we still own Spurs. Something has never changed. We'll sim up to the next game and then we'll look at some of the biggest moves. Monthly scouting report. I forgot we were still scouting England. I thought it was only a 3-month thing, but I suppose if it was a 3-month thing, it'd be done by now. Noah Davies. Overall 42 to 56, potential 55 to 73. Sorry, mate. I've just realised it probably will go over 3 hours, or at least very close to the 3-hour mark. Alfie Barton. Overall 47 to 63, potential 58 to 80. Potential doesn't do it for me, to be honest. Logan Payne. Overall 41 to 55, potential of 54 to 74. We're going to say no. Now, man here, I think I may just sign for the name. 6'6" goalkeeper, though. Theodore Baldwin. Overall 50 to 66, potential 67 to 89. I mean, the name itself lends itself to a fucking incredible player. I don't know if he'd be that good, though. The position is wank. We'll take a look at him, keep him on the potential maybe list. But the name alone gives him fucking a bit of priority. Billy Stevens, overall 42 to 58, potential 62 to 84. We're going to say no. Sam Pearson, overall 36 to 50, potential 60 to 82. No, thank you. And Kai Wallace, overall 42 to 58, potential 63 to 87. He does have a bit of value about him. I'm going to say no, though. I'm a bit critical. Liverpool want Dalot. What is it with our fucking rivals coming in for players? Dalot's completely off limits. He's our right back for the save. Half of your squad's just there for their names. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, but some of them are actually quite good. But yeah, names are a big priority. Next, it's West Ham. All right. Oh, I just saw Arsenal on the agenda as well. That could be a big one. Right to let you know, please, Michael Dawson's continuing development. He's ready to switch to a right winger. Could change his career and his potential. It doesn't much. I mean, it overall goes up by one. Potential still a bit eh. But I think it went up a little bit. Attacking work rate and the pace I think needs to go up. So we'll work on this for now. Which one do we go for? I think it has to be wide winger for a little bit at least. At the very least, we'll keep an eye on this. Have a great day, mate. You too. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We'll read down the biggest transfers as well, and then that'll be us off or me off ski anyway. West Ham above us. Oh no, 33 to 38. I don't know numbers. Numbers are difficult. Right, let's take a look at the calendar then. Today was quite good. I mean, it would have been nice not to draw off the rip, but beyond that, it's been a fantastic episode. The new signings have come in clutch on occasion, and then some of the old boys have picked up their performances too. So absolutely no complaints, except for maybe the Bournemouth game, but we'll allow that, I think. Undefeated in January as well, not too shabby. 2-2 draw to open the episode. Yeah, not an easy one, but Bournemouth played like fucking prime Barcelona mixed with prime AC Milan in terms of tackles. Brentford 3-0 win against them, though we bounced back and won at Old Trafford. The FA Cup game against Everton could be a whole lot different, but thankfully it was a 3-1 win for us. They had a goalkeeper, Andy Lonergan, at 61 rated. The next coming is Yashin. We do get 3 past him and get the victory in the end. And then a 5-0 win at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Drink it in. Boy, is it sweet to be good at football. 3 clean sheets in the month as well. Very fantastic performance there. Take a look at the rest of the month, and we could be heading to March because there's not much to do in February. We've got West Ham on the 12th. I think they beat us last time around, if I remember correctly. Away at the London Stadium this time. I don't remember 100%. Arsenal, we did beat them 2-1. Last minute winner, Scott McTominay. I will remember that one because it was a fucking fantastic one. It was when us and Arsenal would jockeying for top spot early on, and yeah, McTominay was the difference. Maybe I have to use him in that one. But Arsenal at Old Trafford. We then go away to St Mary's for another tough fixture where we dropped points earlier in the season against Southampton, and I'm assuming the last will be an FA Cup. Yes. Oh, that's a good draw. That's a cracking draw. Is that we've drawn Hull in the FA Cup 5th round? I'm absolutely fine with that. Good progression there, potentially. I hope they don't shock us, though. Because as funny as that would be, it might put my job on the line. And then following that, we'll have Brighton, Wolves, Leeds and Leicester. And then, oh my God, that's going to be a fucker of an episode where I have Liverpool and City in the same episode. And then eventually we'll have Chelsea towards the end of the season as well. So I reckon in about 4 or 5. Also, we do also not have our Europa League group or Europa League round of 16 draw yet, and I'm slightly concerned as to where the fuck that is. Excuse me. Who am I facing? There's still. What are they doing this shit? I want to know what I've got. They still haven't done the preliminary rounds yet. I've just realised I forgot Man City fucking got put to the Europa. Oh, Freiburg, mate, pull off something. Have the Champions League done theirs yet? I mean, they don't have a preliminary round, but they haven't done the round 16 yet. Shakhtar are making it through. Spurs making it through. I mean, most of the teams you expect. But I just want to know who we've got, man. Stop holding me on. I mean, that'll probably take place somewhere around this kind of period between. I think the first leg maybe between Arsenal, Southampton, and the second leg after Hull, perhaps. I don't know where it'll fall yet. But it's got to be around the 16 opponent at some point, surely. And I'm really hoping it's not Man City, to be honest. But, I mean, overall, I would say a successful episode. April does look like hell. April looks like the episode going to rip my hair out and throw it across the room. Positives here. Chelsea have dropped points, and Newcastle have also played an extra game. So we're 5 points off with a game in hand. The game in hand is against West Ham. We win that, we're only 2 points off top 4. So all is not lost. There is a bit of a gap between 4th and 3rd, though. It looks like Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal are going to bugger off into a 3-horse title race, which is fine, because we're only wanting that 4th spot. That's not too bad, you know. just a little update on the table after this episode as well. Spurs down in 14th. They're having a nightmare. They're only 8 points off relegation. Imagine if they continue to fall and get put in a relegation battle. That could be fun. Speaking of relegation battles, Everton are fully in one, losing 17 out of 25. I don't know how they're not in the bottom zone, to be honest. But at the moment, it's Brentford, Nottingham Forest, and Southampton that occupy those spots. Southampton look dead certain to go down. It's a matter of opinion who you think else will go down. FA Cup, want to see some of the other ties. Want to see if it did have any shocks. Did Liverpool? Liverpool beat Birmingham. Fuck off. Right, so Millwall, Sunderland, Manchester City, Ipswich, Coventry, Brighton, Hull United, Cardiff, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leeds, Newcastle, Derby, Southampton, Chelsea. So no big heavy hitter games kind of really, but some shocks could be pulled off. And I wouldn't be minding seeing some of the shocks. So in a personal squad tab, this is probably the last time I do it now before the end of the season, just to get a little catch up on what we're at. Taking a look at some of the stats. Goals have been at a premium. I mean, they've been spread about quite a bit. The fact that Tammy's already third top scorer is a bit of a joke, but I mean, some of those did come in the Europa League for Roma. He's only scored 6 for us, but that's still hilarious. 12 and 4 for Bruno, 11 and 8 for Rashford. We may be overcritical a bit, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel like he's been performing how he could. It's like a 50-50 thing. The 2 goals and 2 assists in the FA Cup came against Wimbledon, so we're not really counting them too much. Tammy Abraham, 9 and 1, already in 10, of course. 3 of those for Roma. Ericsson putting up some good numbers, 7 and 7 from centre mid. Absolutely no problem there. Anthony, the highest contributor and probably my best, in my opinion, best attacker so far this season. 7 and 14 from the Brazilian. Donny hopefully will come back into things. 6 and 2. Garnacho 5 and 2. Martial 5 and 4. Casemiro 3 and 4. McTominay 3 and 2, Fred 2 and 2, Alanga 2 and 2. Of course, the meme Jadon Sancho still only on 1, but 8 assists ain't awful. The assists are coming okay from Sancho, but we do need a couple more goals from him, man. Goals are really going to have to be coming in the second half of the season. I'm really hoping having Kvaratskhelia in will push Sancho to do better, like having Abraham in so far has pushed Rashford a bit better as well. Assists don't look too bad though. Anthony on 14, Sancho 8, Rashford 8, Ericsson 7. I mean, it's not awful, but Sancho needs to find his shooting boots, I think. I'm not worried fully because the assists have been coming in quite well recently, but goals, a bit difficult. So to end this episode, we'll take a look at the biggest transfers of the window. We'll only read January ones because we've already read the summer ones. So I'll have to take a look at the dates before I go through them. But the biggest one of the whole window was Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan to Chelsea. I don't even remember seeing him when we played Chelsea. Maybe I just forgot. I don't know. We did lose 2-0 to them, but I just can't remember him doing much. 92 million. Looks fantastic. Any big January moves? What's the biggest January move? Ronald Araujo from Barcelona to Manchester City. 67.8 million on that front. Marco Verratti as well, going from PSG to Leipzig. That's an interesting career move. 66.5 million for him. Rodrigo going from Real Madrid to Milan for 62.8 million. Obviously, September and onwards is where we'll be looking. Gabriel Martinelli has left Arsenal, which really helps us in terms of Milan and or not in terms of Milan at all. In terms of the Premier League and facing Arsenal when they come up, no Martinelli to worry about. Do they have anyone? I don't know if they have anyone else in. We haven't seen yet. Ciro Immobile, 50.6 million from Lazio to Atletico. Arsenal has also sold William Saliba, which will be helpful for us. 50 million to Leverkusen. Kvaratskhelia up there on the list as well. He's our man now from Napoli for 48.3 million, which will eventually. I mean, at the moment his value's gone down. He was higher value than what it says there. It does look like a bit of a bad signing in terms of money, but he will absolutely outgrow that. Anyone else? Tammy Abraham, of course, coming to us as well. Big striking option that has proven very good so far. 47.5 million. Hat-trick on his debut and he hasn't looked back. Fantastic so far, like I said. Jurrien Timber going to Ajax, Real Madrid, 47 million. Or from Ajax to Real Madrid, 47 million. Ousmane Dembele making the move to Leverkusen. They're fucking trying to build something over there, aren't they? Fucking hell. Don't really get all the money from, to be honest. 46.4 million for Ousmane Dembele. Gonzalo Inacio, another big defensive signing. That's the Saliba replacement, presumably. 45.2 million. Dani Olmo to Liverpool for 45 million from Leipzig. Edmund Tapsoba travelling across Germany from Leverkusen to Dortmund, 44.9 million. Obviously, Saliba is the Tapsoba replacement. Anything else big? John Stones off to Atletico Madrid, 41.4 million. Julian Brandt off from Borussia Dortmund to Real Sociedad, 41.4. Anything else special? Konrad Laimer off to PSG from Leipzig for 39.6. Not too shabby. That might be the Verratti replacement. Kone, I've not heard of him. Kouadou Manu Kone, form bad. I think we had him or saw him on the pitch. We can't saw him on the pitch actually because we didn't play Everton at that point. But yeah, I don't know. Thought about that from Everton. If they want to stay up, they might need some a bit more than that. From Mönchengladbach though for 38.9 million, it might be promising for them. Jonathan David from Lille to Sevilla for 36.2. He's got fantastic potential. It's a good signing from them, and I think that does it. It does do it. Gotta get that Albert. I can't fucking read. Gotta get that Galbraith extension done ASAP, mate. Thankfully, it's not a worry, because he's of course out on loan, so his contract should automatically renew, and even then, I don't even know if he'll stick around. To be honest, it depends how his loan comes back by the end of the season. He's grown 2 already so far, but Galbraith won't be going anywhere. It will just automatically renew. It's done that with Ethan Laird. His was one that was on a expiry as well at the start of the season, but I've not done anything with that, and he's got 3 years, 5 months. So Galbraith should be fine. And even if it's not a big loss. But anyway, that will wrap up this episode. It is bordering on 3 hours. I think that's everything we need to cover. Just a quick look at the top scorers in the actual league themselves. Quick stat check from everyone else. Premier League top scorers, Salah leading the line with 18, Moreno with 17, Grealish with 16, 13 for Sterling. We're now in the top 10 with Bruno on 11. Reading down the list, I'm surprised. I mean, Abraham close to getting in. Rashford on 8. Abraham on 6 already. That's mad. It could almost be in the top 25. Assists, Anthony tops that list. All the Salah popping off. It's always bloody Salah, isn't it? 13 assists for Anthony. 6 for Sancho. So despite not putting the ball in the back of the net much, he's definitely helping in the assists at least a little bit. Casemiro with 4 from CDM. Fernandes as well with 4. And I think that's it. And then clean sheets. We're climbing up there a little bit. 6 now for David De Gea in between the sticks. Maybe going for that golden glove potentially. We'll see how that goes down the line. Yellow cards, we won't be in there probably. We don't take a lot of bookings or sending offs, to be fair. So we're not in either of those lists. But that is going to wrap up another episode of the Manchester United career mode. Slightly longer because we've had to go for a deadline day for the biggest transfers, through the whole transfers, and of course for 4 big games. So next time, we'll just remind you again real quick. It is going to be West Ham at London Stadium, Arsenal at Old Trafford, Southampton at St Mary's, and then we'll finish off with a cup game. A nice little relaxing end to what will hopefully not be too stressful a stream. We'll have Hull away at, I don't know what the new stadium name is. It used to be the KC Stadium. I can't remember the new name of it, but that will be the final game in the FA Cup 5th round. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. It's been a blast. It's been a very good episode, undefeated in January, and hopefully we can continue to go on the ups and potentially, very much potentially, get that top 4 spot. I shall see you guys next time though for episode 10.